Okay, so
I just got out of school, tired, thirsty.
oh yeah. Speaking of thirsty, hey Hazel, would you do me a favor and get my soda out of the freezer and bring it here, please? It's in a bottle. It's a Diet Pepsi. Yep, that's exactly why
Uh,
you have children. But
of
no,
course you drink Diet Pepsi.
I do not actually. I'm very annoyed by this, but I bought a pizza today for lunch, and they were like, "Aren't you going to take your drink?" And I was like, "No, I'm not going to take my drink." And I didn't buy a drink, and they're like, "No, it comes with the pizza. You get a free drink." Um, and I was like, "But you have Pepsi products. They are gross." And they're like, "But it's free." And it was this horrible dilemma in my head. I was like, but I paid for it. All right. So now I've been drinking this Diet Pepsi since lunchtime.
Okay.
You know, like you could just send that to people. There are people that exist in the world that like Diet Pepsi.
Well, I looked because
I'll volunteer.
my husband likes the Diet Mountain Dew, and I was like, they have
Oh,
Pepsi products. I'll get him a Diet Dew. But they didn't have the Diet. They only had the regular Mountain Dew. So I was like, okay, I will not bring him home. A Mountain Dew. And I was like, well, maybe they.
I just don't like sugary drinks except chocolate milk, which I make myself. Gosh, I have too much. I just
oh god, Diet Mountain Dew tastes like windshield wiper fluid. So bad.
but chocolate. It's chocolate milk though. Chocolate milk is the best sugary drink.
Wiper fluid tastes like it.
Yeah, we're not going to discuss that one.
You want to hear my 3d6s I got from my other game?
We've all had our awkward phases.
Yes. What was your other 3d6?
15, 13, 16, 9, 14, 13.
Read that off again.
15, 13, 16, 9, 14, 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
It's average, like painfully average, but still pretty good.
You know, I tried to do the 3d10 drop the lowest in my other game. I actually got pretty high number. I got 19, two 16s, a 14, a 13, and a 12.
If I was rolling 3d10 drop the lowest, I'd be rolling really high.
Yeah. But the problem with that is it's either you can get a 2.
Yeah, that
Or
makes
you
it
can get a 10.
super swingy.
Mm-hmm. But I'm a gambling man.
The game that there was a game that I applied to that they were like, oh, you're gonna roll for stats, and I was like, okay, there's only 8 million different ways of doing that. Which stat method are you using? And he's like, oh, this is gonna be super hardcore. It's gonna be super hard. It's 46 drop lowest, and I was like, oh yes, please let me play with you, sir.
That's hardcore.
Do you want to be,
Not hardcore.
you want to be a gambling man? You should do your stats with a d20.
Oh god.
Yeah, no.
Yes. Oh yes.
60-20 in order.
God.
That would be kind of.
Oh no, the face gem macro, it's actually two different things. So it rolls a number and it picks what kind of gem off of a table.
Oh, nice.
But don't worry about those. Yeah, I had a friend in here too who was helping me hunt down the sheet copying bug. Oh wow,
That
that's
would not have that 3, but
Yeah.
hey, I got that 20.
that's wisdom. Yeah, you would be dominated, mind controlled continuously. You would never not be mind controlled. But otherwise,
Super smart.
somebody's gonna have a really great puppet.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have a super great cleric.
Super strong, super smart, super healthy. I'm easily influenced.
There we go. Wow, that's super average. That's like.
Oh my god.
Plus
Well,
that base 5 for strength. I love
Constitution
that.
and intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
What the crap?
Ooh, jeez. She capable of rolling bad.
Yeah.
My god.
Wow. Did
Whatever character I'd make, he have a super high constitution, so he'd be at least alive.
Yeah, I think I'd have to have, I guess, a
I
bard
think
or
I'd make
something, maybe.
I think I'd make a laser cleric at that point.
No, you could make a rogue with those stats.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Now
no, you
I'm
can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
Yeah.
laser cleric.
yeah, that's that's a laser.
Just stay in the back, just start firing stuff.
I would play the genius barbarian.
And of course, Mira just gets, hey, I get a very good character.
Mira's like,
Yeah.
I'm everything. Right?
Yeah.
I am literally everything.
Whatever I want to
have-
do,
How
that's
do
what
you
I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, I want to bring something up.
Yes.
So in my other game on Saturdays with my real life buddies, one of my buddies was like, "I want to be a shield fighter." I'm like, "Okay, you want me to go sword and board?" He goes, "No, no, 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 no. I'm gonna fight with only shields. I'm gonna have 2 shields in my hand." Oh god, he actually rolled godly stats. Like if he was using an actual weapon, he'd be destroying everything. But he's using shield, so he took the
So it was fair.
he took
It
Tavern
was fair
Brawler.
and balanced.
He took Tavern Brawler, and all his shields are now D4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a fighter.
That seems to be like a
actually
thing
killed-
right now.
He actually killed 3 orcs.
Just,
There are no
out of curiosity.
Captain America.
Don't forget about the
is
laundry.
he's fighting two-handed with shields?
No, no, no. He's fighting with 2 shields.
Yeah, kind of like the oh, I don't have one in this game. But you know, those big giants, the fire giant dreadnoughts, that's what they are.
Yeah, the siege giants. Yeah.
Yeah. They seem to do okay with it. Now he needs to be 30 feet tall to make it really effective, but as soon as he figures out that part.
Yeah, but he actually is quite effective with the shields, which is not helping our case. It's like he's every time he kills something, he's like, "See, guys, it works." Like, no, 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 it doesn't work. Just because you can kill a few things does not mean it works.
Speaking of killing a few things, last week, you waded into a cave, where there were some things, and
They're killing us.
well, they're trying to. Yes, you have killed a couple of them. The rest are fighting back. They do not wish to join their companions in their fate.
Alright.
I don't want to join their companions in their fate either, though.
So we will figure out who is going to be doing the fertilizing of the mushroom gardens, and who's going to be doing the eating of the mushroom gardens. I don't know.
It shall be us. And I will have some mushrooms.
Heroes, it's your turn.
It's a cave. They're farther in.
So, your guys is just going to throw a fire potion right there.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I heard you stop talking for a second, sorry.
Christmas already?
Huh?
Is it Christmas already?
No.
Oh, it is lizard folk. Yes. Please give me the lizard folk stat sheet.
Merry Christmas. You
There
guys
it is.
laundry. Put away.
2 dex saves for them.
Yay! You get the right stat sheets.
Yes. I went through and I spent like an hour fixing all the stat sheets in this game. Oh, except for apparently the giant lizard, who is a giant wolf spider. Dag nabbit. Okay, hang on. Let me see. That's weird. I swear I fixed all of these. I must have just missed that one. Giant lizard begins with G. It's not even in here. I wonder, you know what? I wonder if it would work to do the bug in reverse, and then I could fix it. And then it would work. That would be cool.
See, I would totally just give you. I totally look at my monster manual and just find it, but I don't have a book.
Whoa!
Nope, that didn't work. Okay, hang on. Let me try one other thing of fixing. Nope, you go away. Okay. And then I'll give up. Hey, did that work? Yes, accepting drop information. Please do that. Haha, it did work. Awesome. Okay, cool. Deck save for you, sir. Oh yeah, he's just gonna sit there and take it. Oh, oops, you don't get an extra giant lizard.
Thank you.
What the?
Suddenly they're multiplying!
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't need an extra one.
Oh no.
So, oops, not that guy. That guy actually made his save. Everybody else, though, the lizard and the lizard folk on the floor, are a little bit on fire. Rodak, I fixed your sheet, right? Please tell me it's working now. It's not. He's a kobold scale sorcerer. And that's weird, because I know I fixed his. Yes, please accept that he is a druid. Whoops, a druid, and not a kobold scale sorcerer. There we go. Oh, yay! It's so nice when it actually, almost works. Well, he didn't need spells anyway.
Oh.
He's going to stand back and miss the guy with some fire. So the lizard folk can walk forward and stab the bard. Or possibly bite her. Except he is out of... Oh, he's got a club, though. So, he will bite Mira for 5 piercing damage.
Yep. Okay.
The giant lizard is going to try to reach down and bite Tora.
Miss.
I don't know why he has cantrips. That's a little weird, but sure, bite. And he will miss, in fact. And the buddy in the back is climbing out of the water.
Climbing into the water, I think.
Oh, that's right. He was climbing in and then around. Oh, his spells have disappeared too. That's fine. It's produce flame anyway. Oh, it's... Oh, no, it's not.
It's scorching ray, isn't it?
Well, no, it's much more fun than that. But it is not...
Dear.
Oh, but there's a bunch of stuff in the way, so it's not going to be that bad. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to do the thing he'd really like to. Oh, he's
That's
not
good.
listed as a spellcaster. Maybe
Very
if I do this thing, it'll fix it. Spellcasting NPC. Right, wisdom, yes. Did that fix it? It didn't. Okay, well, it's going to be produce flame because I can't get his other spell to work.
Okay then.
So he will produce flame at... Who can he see? Oh, it doesn't matter. Whoever he's throwing it at, he can't even see them. So he's just going to stand here in this water and squish around a bit. And it will be Mira's turn.
Okay, Mira will pull out one of her scrolls of cure wounds and read it to Tora.
Is that right?
3.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Awesome. Okay, well, there you go. Tora, 3
Great.
more hit points back.
Hey, I'm at 7 now. That's better.
It's really dark in here. It's hard to see the words. It's Jet's turn.
Good question. Why is this one orange?
Because... Oh gosh, that was, Outer Spears, I think? Or something.
I want to say it was like a hex or something. Was it a hex?
No,
Oh, it was
no.
out of javelins. Out of javelins. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it was. He has no
Yeah.
javelins left. So he's just sitting up there wishing he had something to throw at you.
If that's the case, then he is going to shoot at the one in front of Mira. He's a god.
Yeah.
In the
get sneak attack? Because somebody's next to it, don't you?
No, but my sneak
Yeah, it didn't double automatically. That's weird. Yeah, well, just roll it again. There you go. So 5 plus 9 is
14.
14. He has gotten gone from pretty healthy to bleeding all over the floor, all over
Oh, gosh,
Mira's
let me
shoes.
Let me live.
He
Let me live.
screams out in pain, and the other one decides to get his revenge.
By attacking. Why are there 2 wolf spiders?
One of them is your druid friend, and the other one is probably... Oh, it has already been deleted. You shouldn't see it. If it's still there, you need to reload roll 20 to get rid of it. Or you could just ignore it. Alright, so this guy, he is going after Mira. First, he is biting her, and then he's gonna try to slam her with his shield. The bite doesn't quite work, but that shield, it's pointy.
No, the bite does work. So,
Oh, it does.
got a really low AC because I've got negative dex, so I'm gonna
That's
say that
right.
I'm unconscious.
Oh boy.
Yep. Okay. So he
Yeah,
will...
see if Valerian can get out of the entanglement.
Okay. Valerian.
10, 25.
Okay.
I'll strike this guy here in front of me twice. First attack.
Yeah. Oh, he's not hexed, I see. It's like, how are you rolling a 0? Okay.
An offhand.
So it's this huge, elaborate slash with a mighty swishing follow-through that does 1 point. But then, the next one that as the lizard folk is looking there trying to figure out if he's been hit or not, the next one kind of catches him right in the side and opens up a giant wound. He's not looking good.
And that is the end of my turn.
And it's Willie's turn.
Alright, I will chill touch that one.
Touch him away if he doesn't
I
want
will
to touch.
touch him.
He will...
Yes,
Oh,
dex save.
it's a chill touch. I'm still sacred flaming in my head. Yeah, no, that's... He, spends a moment contemplating the coldness of eternity and
As I'm
falls to
choking
it.
him.
And then he goes,
His eyes roll back in his head and he falls limp to the ground.
That's all I can do.
Oh, and meanwhile, those of you who do not speak Draconic hear a loud roaring. And those of you who do speak Draconic, you hear a loud roaring of voices, or of a voice, that is yelling, "You idiot! You led them right here! Take care of it!"
Uh-oh.
Idiot!
And now it's the lizard folk's turn. Let's see. Right, he's out of spears. He sees dinner laying on the ground. That's pretty great for him. He is going to dismount, though, and come after Valerian.
The flourishing bladesman.
1 bite and 1 spiked shield.
Ooh.
Well, he'll bite you.
Whiffed on the shield.
Oh, the bite hits for 3 and the shield misses.
Yeah.
The shield goes flying.
So he reaches down to take a chunk out of you, and you're like, "How that hurt, man?" And you jerk your arm out of the way before he can hit you with the shield. Tora.
What is looking worse, the giant lizard or the orange-dotted lizard man in front of me?
Both of them... Well, the giant lizard's looking a little hurt.
Alright. I am going to attempt to
Oh yeah, that lizard man's not right in front of you.
slam my battle axe upward into the giant lizard's belly.
Okay. Yeah, that would be what you're doing right there. Spilling guts out onto the floor. It looks down at you, you know, kind of turns its head to angle its eye down at you and hisses. You do not think it could take another hit of that strength. Euros.
So, question.
Yes.
For healing drought, could I also use it on a person who is down the turn I take it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to take it out, isn't it?
As an action.
Oh, to take it out? Hmm.
Yeah.
Then
You can drink it for 1 8 points, and then it disappears. I can drink it as an action. For some reason. I don't know why it's an action for both. But
well, you can
I guess it's
always
balanced.
get up beforehand and just have it on person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that didn't you hand them out to everyone before the battle, so everyone should have one on their body
Healing
already,
Drought
or...
is specifically for him because it's much more potent. I think it's like what 3d8.
Healing drought is 1d8, but grows more over time, and it can be used by anyone, but it takes an action to get it out and an action to get used. It
Yeah.
can only be used once per 8 hours, and it lasts an hour after being taken out.
Once per person.
Right.
Yes, per day.
Yep.
One person per day.
But you can take them
So-
out whenever you want. You don't have to take them, you know. It just won't
But I
work
can
if
only
you...
have
Oh, you can only have
out.
one, that's right. You can only have one out at
Yes,
a time.
because I have to recollect the resources after being used.
Yeah. I don't know, that seems like a lot of work. I'm gonna say that taking it out and feeding it to someone you can do on the same action.
Okay, then I will do that to Mira. So, because the bard should not die in like the second fight.
So you
So I
pull
just
out
roll.
2 vials, pour them together, put your thumb over them, and...
No, it's like the third or fourth fight, so she is legally allowed to die.
Close enough. Close enough. 6.
But
In
6?
that case, Jet charges straight.
Well, you kind of can't, considering there's some tangles, so it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, you charge very slowly, dragging your legs through all the weeds there.
And
But
the-
Mira feels better.
Hunter?
And it's Rodek's turn, so he is going to produce flame again.
At...
Oh, look,
Uh,
you can see.
yeah.
One.
He's going to do...
9. 9.
Let's see, which one is he going to do it on?
Coin flip.
He's going to do it on the one that's in front of Valerian. No, he's looking to see which one is most hurt. So it's going to be that guy. And now that guy is not hurt anymore. He will never feel pain again. He is finally free.
For being dead.
Yes.
Yay!
And it would be his turn, except that he's dead. So it's the giant lizard's turn instead. He was pretty sure that Tora is a danger to him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But there's this very squishy.
Ooh.
So he's going to crunch into her outer shell for 4 piercing damage. Just kind of bring his jaws together.
And now I am down to 3.
Very happy you got those 3 hit points in freaking cure wounds. You'd be down right now.
Yup.
This guy's gonna hang out a little bit and do some flame production. He's gonna wait. Yeah,
dare you
he's still
while you're there.
concentrating on that.
I'll
Everything,
have to move over a space.
everything's concentration. So just a little produce flame, which he will produce. And you can't even tell who he's trying to hit because he just misses everybody with it. Mira.
Mira.
Okay, well, I stand back up, and then I'm gonna stab the lizard in front of me. The lizard folk.
Okay.
That one.
Oh, he gets his shield up, but it doesn't help him. So you slash past his defenses, and he's starting to look a little bit injured.
Alright, that's all I can do.
Jet.
Going for the kill steal. Oh, he missed. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Why did that do that?
You didn't do anything.
It whispered to me.
Why?
Why? I don't know, but
It still misses.
yes, that is what it did. Oh, hey, this guy doesn't get to go because he's also dead. So it's Valerian's turn. Oops.
Alright, who's looking dead?
Everyone.
Yeah. Oh, you mean on the other side? No, they all look pretty okay. No, the lizard looks pretty hurt.
The big one or the small one?
The little lizard is dead. This lizard's dead. Bleh.
So who looks more hurt, this guy or this guy?
The big one. The big lizard.
Alright, so I'll move here and attack the big one.
The shaman's like, whoa, 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 man, not so close.
Flareon, why did you stand in the... Sorry.
Yeah, not a 5. That's not gonna do it.
Yours for us as well. We'll rant at you later.
An 11 comes real close, but still does not make it through his scaly hide.
Alright, can we agree as a group that his new nickname is Flailing Flareon?
Yes! Yes!
And that ends my turn.
Yep, it's my turn, DM.
Oh, whoops, yes, sorry, skipped Willy. I just really wanted to be the lizard's folks' turn.
No, you don't get a turn.
You don't get a turn. You have to skip that one folks' turn.
No, I will chill touch Mr. Orange.
Okay, he would
Just
prefer
the
you
black.
not. Oh yeah, no, that
Not quite enough to kill him, though.
no.
2
He's
damage as you tickle him.
he was looking okay. He's looking less okay now. He's still not too bad off.
No, that's my
Oh,
turn.
now I'm skipping the lizard folk. Great, I'm just off one, and I'm never gonna
Just
fix
start
this.
Pressing the button.
I can't. The button is for pressing. That's what buttons are for. It is gonna go after Falarion, who is sneaking around behind it. It's like, no, I don't know what you're doing back there, but smash, like swirls around and
Bag tactics on.
smacks you with the shield for 5 piercing. His
Oh no, lizard folk
The
don't get
bite
that.
will miss.
Kobolds do. Lizard folk
Yeah.
don't.
and now it's Tora's turn, and I am not advancing the turn order. There we go.
Tora, go.
Fixing it.
Tora is going to glance at the nice rent that she made in the big lizard's belly. She's going to try to open it up more, see if she can get a couple of organs to pop out.
So basically, jam the axe.
Yeah.
Put the
That's-
axe up the slash and jiggle it around until it dies.
Sadly, Tora did pretty badly in anatomy class, and she's not sure what those organs are. But even she knows that they're pretty necessary for living.
That's okay. Tora did poorly in all classes.
They sort of slide and slither all over the floor. It's a mess, but there's no longer a giant lizard trying to bite you. And it's Euros' turn.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! As he's gonna throw an alchemical acid at... crap, I forget. He's gonna throw an alchemical acid at the shaman.
Okay.
Yes! Max
So
damage!
that's a deck save, right? Yeah.
Yes! Please, no.
No.
No! My dreams!
He's just gonna kind of watch it splash in the water behind him. Yell something about pollution. Clean up after yourself. And
That I don't understand.
Brodak.
That's draconic.
Lizard folk, I think, speak common, actually. Lizard folk speak... Oh, also draconic. Yep, you have no idea what he's saying. Brodak. 1 produce flame from you. Oh, yeah, that sucks, man.
He is definitely the MVP this time. Good grief.
Alright, giant lizard is all over the floor in bits. Come on, get off. Lizard folk shaman is gonna stop concentrating on that.
Ooh, what is he?
Nah, he's gonna keep going with the produce flame. He's going to produce flame on Falarion. However, the flame he produces is weak and pitiful. It fizzles out. I mean, it's hard when you're doing it in the middle of the river. He is also going to duck down into the river so that he has 3/4 cover from everyone, except Falarion, who can, reach him. But everyone else just sees his head.
Because, well, I don't care about cover.
Yeah, but you're throwing fire into water.
Let's see.
Well, I haven't been throwing fire into water, I've been throwing
He's a
acid
ninja.
at him.
You can't see him. Mira.
No, we can see.
Okay. Would I have advantage due to flanking?
No.
Because Flarion's on the other side? No.
No,
Cool.
that is
Okay,
not a thing in
well,
5th edition.
Well, no, it is a thing.
Well, it's an optional rule,
Just-
but it's a terrible
yes.
one, sadly.
It
Because
makes
the enemy
And basically means that your entire party is just standing on opposite sides of one enemy, just
Yeah.
battering away at it. And
Oh.
perfect.
Yeah.
So the 7 will just scrape off his hide. And it will be Jet's turn.
Go for the kill steal.
That'll hit, though. And 10 damage. Now he's definitely wounded as an arrow comes from seemingly nowhere. Well, he can see you, but just whistles past. Well, I guess it doesn't whistle past Valerian. Valerian just sees it. It's got a real good view of it as it thunks into him, and then he can hit him on from the other side.
How's he looking?
Pretty hurt. This guy here, now that he has an arrow sticking out of his neck, does not look long for this world.
Alright, so I'll attack this guy first.
Flarelia, Flareon.
And
Flareon for you.
that comes so close to hurting him, and yet not quite enough. He gets his shield up at the last second and turns your blow.
I'll turn around to the other side and strike at the shaman with my offhand.
Okay. I was gonna say, you have advantage on him because he's basically prone to you, but a 5 is still not gonna do it.
A 5 is still a 5.
Yeah. So it's Willie's turn.
Big Willie is gonna move up from.
Chill touch and do the same thing to Mr. Orange. Nope.
No. Okay.
That's my turn.
So he'll get another turn to try to have this. Oh gosh, he doesn't like. There's so many people he don't like. Yes, he doesn't like. He's going to flip a coin.
Doesn't like you. Doesn't like you. There's that person that just keeps running.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go after Valerian with a bite and a shield. And your AC is only 9, so yeah. There's 8 damage. How you feeling?
I am unconscious.
Yeah.
The bite put me down.
Oh, well then he's gonna take the spike shield and swing it around to Mira instead.
14.
Which
Yeah,
I
that
think
hits,
hits.
so 4.
And yeah. And then it will be Tora's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one step forward, and I'm going to attempt to rain axe on this guy's head.
Wait. The only person that has never taken any damage is Big Willie.
No, he's taking damage.
No, he hasn't. Never. Never's taken
I
a single
literally have not
Down
moved
the
from
first
this
fight.
spot.
He was downed in the first fight of the game.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying so
This
far in
Okay.
this fight,
21 will
he has
oh.
never taken a single
I
damage.
haven't moved from this spot since we started combat.
So Tora just kind of like walks on up and very casually slices his leg off with her battle axe.
Oh my! Now you put imagery in my head of just Tora basically like skipping upwards near him, and then just while she's walking by, just slicing off his freaking leg in the process.
That sounds like so much fun. I will have to be doing that.
And now it's Eurus' turn.
Get out of the water, you lizard! And it's gonna throw an alchemical acid at the lizard.
Okay.
Please don't crush my hopes and dreams.
He's gonna try to not have one of those thrown at him. And yeah.
It's crushing my hopes and dreams. Damn.
Rodak.
What?
Oh wait. So yeah, Rodak's friend has never been going. Kalima has not been
Yeah.
taking her turns.
She hasn't moved once.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
So
He
there's
is
like 4 turns. 4, 3 or 4.
yeah. He is realizing that this is really not working out for him. So he is also going to turn into a giant spider. And he's gonna climb up the wall. 10, 20.
There's 2 on top of each other. Oh,
Yep.
no.
Yep, I'm moving them. And then 10, 20. And then Kalima's gonna be like, oh wait, there's a battle going on. I was just real busy with this fly here, sorry. 40 and 40.
Well, if I remember, the other person was right here last time, but whatever.
She was up there somewhere. I don't remember exactly where she was, but yeah. And they are both going to bite that guy in the water. One of them is going to actually succeed at it. And he needs to make
4 and
a
7.
con save.
Con save of 11.
Oh
Yes!
gosh. Doesn't look like his
11
day.
damage. 11 damage.
So he was looking pretty well until that just happens, and suddenly he looks very sick.
Now he has to make another con save to keep his sneezing.
Yep. And just see, he's not. Nope, he does not seem to be immune to poison in any way. Now he's gonna see if he holds on, and he does not. He's so shocked by these two spiders. He's like, wait, no, this is a lizard-themed cave. This is not a spider-themed cave. He forgets to continue concentrating on his spell, and suddenly that area is clear.
Woo! I'm not entangled anymore.
And it's his turn. Suddenly his life is much less good.
Yes, this entire combat I've been sitting here.
He uses burning hand, kills everyone.
I'm freaking.
No, I'd be fine.
I've been sitting here this entire combat just entangled, standing here waiting for something to happen.
Oh yeah, none of these spells are good at all. He has a terrible spell list. None of them are going to help him at the moment. He's going to...
Yeah, he was meant for more support than attack.
And he could do another entangle. That's not a terrible idea.
Or he can disengage and try and get the bug out.
Yeah,
He's paralyzed.
Oh, he is.
No, that's if he's reduced to 0. Yeah, he was not.
Oh.
That way the spiders may feast later.
Yeah. So
In the wash. Not worried, but
Read all the words. Read all the words.
All of the words. All of the words.
Whoa, hello.
Oh gosh.
So he's gonna turn into a crocodile,
You know,
Okay.
and then he's gonna swim away. Swim, swim. So Valerian and the spiders can take AOPs if they would like. And the spiders would like to.
Valerian's unconscious, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that's right. He cannot. But the spiders will take little bites of opportunity, and miss.
Miss and. Isn't there? Oh yeah, both miss.
Oh yeah. What is a giant crocodile's move speed? A giant crocodile's move speed is...
what's his swim speed?
Swim speed is 30.
Full speed.
So let's see. Where did he go? He's gone 10. Okay, great. So he will duck into a... like the water is going under... Yes, but it's the water... The stream continues underneath it. Under the cave.
Yeah.
So that's where he's going.
Top of waterfall.
Oh yeah, and that's his other token, so that can just go too. Goodbye, token. He's like, wait a second, this battle is no longer in my favor. I'm outie.
So, if I moved up, would I still be able to see him?
No. Yeah, there's a like if you wanted to try to swim after him, it would be possible.
So I'm gonna shove a healing drought down Flarion's throat,
Okay.
basically.
But yeah, the churning water obscures his disappearance.
Actually, you have a healing drought thing. There it is, 4 healing. Flarion now has 4 hit points.
So Valerian, you wake up and it's well, sort of quiet. It's quiet in this room.
And you see Euros just staring at you, giving you a death stare.
From the west.
I stand up.
Don't stand in the middle of the enemies. Don't stand in the middle of the enemies. Just don't do it. Not a good idea.
I'll
Got
do
it,
my
got it.
best to remember that.
Thank you.
You do hear a large commotion from a cave to the southwest. It sounds as if, well, it sounds as if a lot of creatures are making a lot of noise over there, and they're yipping and yapping at each other in Draconic.
Yeah, I suggest we leave the cave now.
Good idea.
It's like I suggested that we go back or something. I don't know.
But we have so far.
I remember I suggested we don't go in at all. We just come back later.
Laura needs a nap.
Okay, Tora. So I guess we're going back then.
that's
Oh, or at least go out somewhere and set up a camp and rest.
didn't.
So you are about 5 hours out from the town from this cave.
And it was getting towards dusk, right?
And it's actually, yeah, it's pretty late at this point. It's probably about 10 p.m. now.
I suggest we camp in the cave.
Can eat giant lizards?
Probably.
I just give you the biggest look of what?
Dude.
We passed a little alcove earlier. We can just hide in there.
I would not recommend. I don't think we should stay here because
No.
whatever lives here is gonna come after us and probably kill us.
Yeah, we should go
We
out of
should
the
go back
cave.
to town. Go back to town.
In the middle of the night. And it's a 5-hour walk.
Hell yeah.
Well, I would say we could go out of the cave and walk for a bit and find a safe place to set up a camp. We'll take watches so we can all rest, and then we can come back later.
So, geez.
While they're talking, I'd like to chop up one of these lizards into steaks.
Make a survival check. See?
Yeah.
Well, and so we.
We're gonna rest. I'm gonna retcon my health potion if possible.
I got you.
That way you have to take a dress shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. You drank it at the end. So yeah, you have a pile of, well, meat. You know, you would not pass butcher school, but it's definitely edible. You know, you got all the icky bits off and the good bits on.
So then the girls go home.
Well, if anything, we can rest for a short while.
Let's not do that in the cave, though. Let's leave the cave and
Yes.
walk for a bit and find somewhere safe.
Leave the cave, find a different cave, go and not be in this cave. Be in a safe cave.
Okay.
Go rest a bit. Then yeah.
Hang on.
I agree with you. This is a good plan.
Okay, stop moving for a second so I can grab your tokens. I'll put them on a different map. Although I guess if you're coming back here, I don't really need to move you off this map. Never mind then. So the druids, when they come out of their spidery forms, will tell you that they have to get back to start doing their rituals. So they're gonna set off back for town. Other there, you know, if you need like reinforcements sent or whatever, they can take a message for you.
Yes, we're gonna need.
How is that possible? What? You always get at least one hit
You
point.
do always get at least one, but yeah, that's
Oh, we're taking a
impressive.
short rest?
Yes, we are.
Short rest, or are we gonna camp and take a long rest and do this in the morning?
No, we're taking a short rest.
We're gonna come back and then at night. We come back right away.
Yeah, we need
No,
to
we're not.
strike. We need to strike when the iron's hot.
Okay, short rest. So Mira is going to play her Song of Rest, which will give everyone an extra 1d6 hit die. Because I'm a
And don't you-
bard, yo.
And doesn't I know you also have the feat that
Oh,
gives-
nice.
She's the guy.
Long rest only for that one. But my Song of Rest is an extra 1d6.
Do you roll that or do we roll that?
I can roll it.
Why don't we all roll it separately?
Yeah.
I think, well, that's not how it
I
works,
think
though.
it's supposed to be universal, yeah.
Yeah.
She rolls
Yeah, I roll it and everyone gets the same amount.
like
Yeah.
a cleric's mass heal.
Okay.
It's okay, she's a great roller.
So yeah,
I had
That
another
you'll
chicken
need a
one.
full.
that definitely improves that 0 that Jet was having over there.
Yeah.
I only took 1 damage that fight, so I'm fine.
I didn't say anything.
I stood in the same spot the entire fight. Took 1 damage.
Do
That's
you,
because you were never targeted.
No, I was targeted.
do you need to roll a hit dice to get that point, Mira?
No, it just happens during the short rest.
Cool.
So after the short rest,
Alright, so we would tell the druids, yes, we would need reinforcements.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but
they wouldn't
if
reach
we're
in time.
no, they wouldn't get to us if we're just doing
Oh
a
yeah, if
short
you're just
rest.
doing a short rest, then they won't even be back in town by the time you all go back in. They ask if you have any loved ones that you'd like to send last words to.
Hmm.
Because, you know, that cave was pretty messed up. Had some scary stuff in it.
Alima
I
didn't
tell-
do anything.
tell them that I have a journal, in my bunk, I guess. That if I do not come back and I am assumed to be dead, send it to the Sunstone family. Send it to, send it to my brother. There.
Okay. Rodak will shake your hand and promise that he will do that thing. I wish you best of luck.
Quite frankly, the
Okay.
Sons of Iniquity / Angels
Nah.
Actually, let me just see something real quick. Oh, hey. That is concentration, but it doesn't matter. They'll offer you a help. They can each cast Barkskin one time, and they think that they're gonna change into, animals to get back as fast as they can, so they're gonna get back a little faster than you all would. So they offer to Barkskin. They can each Barkskin one of you. If anyone would like an AC of 16.
Jen.
I have an AC
But
of
that's just
16.
the maturation of the
And Flareon.
Mira.
Flareon.
Yeah, Mirror,
Flareon.
definitely. Mirror's got
Mira
it.
and Flareon.
Okay.
Yeah, Mirror and Flareon.
Okay.
Because Kajak can stand at the back and shoot
Try not
arrows.
to die.
So, Rodak will, oh, but it only, yeah, okay. So it lasts for an hour, so they're gonna rest with you, and then you're gonna go back, and then, so you'll have it for an hour after that. Okay, yep, I got it. It is sorted in my own head. Valerian and Mira, your ACs are 16 for the next 45 minutes once you get back to the cave.
My AC is what?
16.
16.
Yes.
Awesome.
Unless it suddenly goes away because one of the druids was eaten on their way back to town. Okay, whose background noise is that? Because that is getting kind of loud. It is Euros.
Wait. Hi, that's me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, if you set your mic sensitivity higher or put it on push to talk, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of background noise there. Okay, so y'all are taking a short rest, and then you are returning for more punishment. Oh yeah, and I'm looking up what these little squares mean, because I put a note on here and I don't remember what it was. What? Really? Okay. Sure. Alright, everything's fine.
Yes, past self. What do you mean?
Yeah. Need to do the, I need to start like tattooing myself with, this mark means this. I need a key for my own maps. Okay, yes, so. You are tromping in boldly and loudly singing war songs.
What?
No, but how are you approaching the cave?
A little bit more cautious this time.
We're approaching it sneakily. Sneak.
Okay.
Because I don't think this is about to go into a fight.
Oh, and actually I forgot something, because one of the things you noticed about these lizard folk, I got a picture of them, is,
What?
oops, that's not their picture, hang on. So, there we go.
Hiding from us.
They look like that. Because they're desert lizard folk, they're not swamp lizard folk. They're not the typical green and scaly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And the second thing is that they,
Full robot.
What?
You have
Disconnect, reconnect.
full robot.
Oh, sorry.
where's my thing? My thing is... Hey, where'd it go? Is that it? Yes, okay, there it is. Alright. They also wear, gems cemented to their face. And you can pry them off, after they're dead. So,
Let's do that later.
these were the gems that were on the heads of the ones that you killed. Each
So
of
they
those
worth-
is worth 10. Or possibly 50, now I don't remember. Each of those is worth a number that I will tell you momentarily. 10 gold pieces, yes. So, that is 70 gold pieces worth of gems. No, 80. Yep. Oh boy. Okay, so, you return, sneaking back in.
I'll check.
They have had an hour, so this guy is...
Uh-oh. Stealth check.
Oh, you're all great
Wait,
at
the
stealth.
sunstick's still going. Sunstick's still,
Yeah.
glowing.
Yep.
Wow.
That is the 6, by the way. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so we got an 11, 13, 18, 6, and a 10. That's not bad.
Oh, there we go.
We heard chattering to the southwest earlier. Is there still chatter?
Let's see. Okay, you are stealthing. They are probably not observing you. Make a perception check as you strain your ears to hear. Mira hears nothing, but Jet can hear some faint rustling from that direction.
Jet hears everything.
It's okay if we continue reading that book.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just...
Okay, Jet, hang on a second. Yeah, okay, you can make another perception check as you're walking along. All of you who get close to the river can see some suspicious-looking logs floating in it.
Yes, logs in my lizard folk place, sure.
I'm gonna stare. Just stare at them.
Yep, they look like perfectly ordinary logs to you.
I mean, we just watched the shaman turn into a giant alligator, so
Crocodile.
Dude,
same thing.
they're perfectly fine logs, even though this cave, and they shouldn't be logs in it.
Think about it.
Yep, Euros is pretty sure they're perfectly... Actually, he can't even see any logs floating. He's just like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, you can see some flapping and you definitely hear like squawky noises coming from that direction. And you see a large cave in this area. And some more caves that go... Okay, and so Jet... Hold on.
Jet's ready to fight.
Stop moving! As Jet... yep, just hold still. Jet found the trap.
Combat.
He can make a dex save to see if he falls in it or not.
Yep.
I can open up my thing to
He
see...
is in a trap.
Hello.
Oops. What exactly happens to you? So you fall in a pit, definitely. What's the next thing that happens? DC 12 dex save. Nope. Okay, you can actually make... oh, that's right. That should be Euros and Tora that are making dex saves.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
Dex save for everybody.
So Euros jumps out of the way as Annette just sort of falls on the ground next to him. Tora's looking over and, is so impressed by it that she doesn't even notice that Annette has dropped on her own head, and she is now entangled in it. Jet is taking piercing and bludgeoning from falling in a spiky pit.
That's oh. Wait, when that dies, this is when your dream comes true. Your character dies.
So, total of 7 damage,
No.
and you're 10 feet down in a pit.
Awesome.
And actually, you're right there, because that's where you fell in the pit. And...
So, we need to leave here.
Wait. And which guys are gone? That guy's gone. That guy's gone. These guys are still here, and they are aware of you, so they're going to be rolling initiative now.
It's just because I got.
Winged kobold? Interesting.
This guy... Oh,
Yep.
oops. Did I delete the wrong guy? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Good.
6.
Because
Ugh.
this guy's still here. This guy is being left behind as punishment.
6.
And Valerian.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yay! Flareon, the first.
Jet's gonna be like, hey, there's trap.
Go around the trap.
Tora,
Oh yeah, let me draw the trap in here, so that you guys
Tora,
can see it.
roll.
Yeah, working on it. I had to plug things in. Forgot to do that before we started, and I noticed I was down to 5%. That's not good.
There we go.
Yes, it is. Woo, 13. Oh, that's
Well,
I'm sorry. Flareon, you don't get to go first. Tora is going.
yeah.
I accidentally hit my battle axe. Sorry. That was an accident.
Yeah, the battle axe does not put you in initiative. Okay, so Tora is actually first, and she is trapped in a net. It is a ridiculously easy thing to get out of, though. You are restrained, but you can make a DC 10 strength check or deal 5 slashing damage to the net.
I'm gonna go with the strength check.
Okay.
So I was on a call with UC County.
Oh, wait. Okay, it just, for some reason, it just showed me your initiative again. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see that.
Pure strength or athletics?
Just strength. Oh, but you have no problem shredding the net.
Just go, hey, look, I can get down here. This middle ball is right over there now.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was your action, but you still can move or do anything else that you might have on this turn.
Alright, I'm assuming this red thing is where Kedget's lovely pit is?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to avoid the pit.
You can see it now. You can also see that it was very cleverly disguised with some canvas painted to look like rocks.
And Tora is very impressed by the artwork. Alright, we're just gonna stand here so that I'm actually in front of anybody else.
Okay, now it's Valerian's turn. Yes.
Can I lend a hand to Euros to get up, or would that take an action?
To Jet?
Jet, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you could lower a rope down for him.
Alright, I will lower a rope down.
Okay. Now it is finally Valerian's turn. Yeah, it'll give you advantage on your acrobatics.
So, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 15. I move 20 feet here. Do I see anything?
I don't know. Do you? You should be able to see it if you can see it. It's pretty dark in there.
Well, I have dark vision. This guy's. I think I can see this guy. He might have a little bit of cover, but I think I can see this guy.
Yeah. If you can see him, you can see him. Yeah, because your corner should hit his corner, so you should be able. He won't have cover, I don't think.
I blast him.
He does not want you to.
1 damage.
You just hear a little yip.
Wait, yeah,
Hey, he's 1 point closer to death.
Yep.
You found him!
And yeah, the Eldritch Blast lights up the tunnel with its Eldritch Light, and you can see, yeah, there's definitely a kobold back there. He's got wings. Now it's Willie's turn.
Oh. I'm gonna hold my action until I see an enemy that's within line of sight.
Okay.
It's gonna be a tilt touch.
Okay. That's
He's carrying the light again. I think it's Jet, right?
so your light just went down in a pit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I believe Kajet is holding the light right now.
10, 20. Unfortunately, he can only go 30, so he's going to go right to there. And is going to throw a rock at Tora.
Point blank. Throw a rock.
Yeah. No, he's up in the air. He's flying.
Oh, he's up in the air. Okay.
Yeah. He's flying above you. He flies up with a burst of speed from his little flappy leathery wings, and drops a rock on Tora for 9 bludgeoning damage. It kind of hurts. 8. 8. Yes, that is the number that is on there. That is an 8. And He can't move anymore, so it's Jet's turn.
You wanna shoot at it or what?
I can't shoot at it. I'm 10 feet down.
You can see him. He's like 10 feet up in the air, so like at your angle, you can see him flying up in the air. Yes.
Yeah, he's flying.
Hold on, let me put some wings on him. There. He is 10 feet up in the air.
YOLO.
The 7 will not hit.
And I'm assuming I cannot use the rest of my turn to acrobatics up.
No, but you can climb up. It's only 10 feet down, so you can spend 20 feet of movement to get out.
And there's a rope.
And there's a rope, so yeah. You got no problem getting out. It's just going to take you 20 feet of movement to get out.
I think he's safe from the hole, honestly.
Oh,
So long
I
as he
can see
doesn't
this
get
guy, right?
stabbed by anything.
Oh, yes, sorry, Willie. Yes, your ready to action goes off. Well, fine. So never mind. You know what? Tora does not get a rock dropped on her head because Willie's action went off. And he just drops the rock on the ground and then falls on it as he dies.
And the Jet take back shooting her bow.
Yeah, and then Jet can take back shooting his bow. Because there was nothing there to shoot at. He must have seen a bat or something.
Then he will use 20 of his movement to get out. And oh, I don't like that there.
Sorry, I went to the bathroom real quick, so sorry for that.
That's okay.
And then where would should I stay here or would he get out like on top of Tora?
You can climb out wherever you want. Any of this, that square or this square. Either of those are available to you. Or I guess this square. That's a square, right? Yeah. There's a 3 in it, but that doesn't mean anything to you.
I think I'm gonna have him crawl out there and shoot at this thing. 'Cause that's an ugly looking thing.
It is. And as you... Well, you still can't see from here. So, never mind. Nothing.
Oh crap.
It's just a little squawker. And a 14 will hit it.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. There's sea chickens.
Don't count the sneak attack.
No.
One doesn't count. Just
Right.
that.
There's sea chickens. There's sea.
And the other kobold will come flying out at you now. 10, 20, 30. Alright, let's move Mr. Dead Guy out of the way. And he will try to drop a rock on Tora instead. Tora had a dream about this once. It hurt a lot more in the dream, though. In real life, he just drops the rock on the ground. And then it's Mira's turn.
Should have brought a rock umbrella. Do they make rock umbrellas?
Yeah, these guys are going to need to get an initiative now.
Rock umbrellas are rock. Are umbrellas made of rock.
Okay, so Mira's gonna move here, look at this kobold that
Or
just
otherwise-
failed at dropping the rock, and she's going to shout,
Oh, yeah.
"Obviously strength was your dump stat!" And vicious mockery.
Also flying 10 feet up in the air, however, that does not save him from the vicious mockery. Why does he have a blue dot on him? There was a reason I put that blue dot there. What was it?
It
Okay,
was
so
But yes, vicious
I-
mockery. Oh, right. That's a save.
wisdom save.
Oh, good job, sir. As unwise as kobolds are, this one's like, yeah, it was. So what?
Well, that's most unfortunate. Okay, well, that's my turn.
He has a...
Gale, sorcerer, cobalt gale,
I don't know why he's blue. I'm sure there's something really important. I'll remember it later. I think he was the first one that was supposed to be notified by the trap. I think he was supposed to get everybody else when the trap came. Yes, so this guy, he's pretty exciting. 10, 20. Oh, I remember what it was. It's if you do something else, he comes, but you didn't do the other thing, so he didn't. Okay. Right, so
Use the trap.
you all hear a scary noise. It's real scary.
It is.
It sounds like a weird flute playing kind of thing, like a
No, it's no
panpipe that's
flutes
super
are bad.
spooky, and you can all make DC 15 wisdom saves.
Pipes of haunting.
You think this might be the same kobold that was scaring y'all before? So Willie's fine. Euros is scared. Valerian is scared. Jet is super scared.
What is the
Mira
scare?
is scared. So you are all scared of this kobold. I'm gonna put a scary face on
What's
him
the
too.
scared
Remember.
symbol gonna be?
You have disadvantage on
I
attack.
wonder what's the symbol.
Yeah. I usually use that one for scared, because that's the shouting guy holding his head. Okay, so everybody is scared except for Willie, so that should at least be easy to remember. And that is his turn. Oh wait, no, he's going to stay where you can see him, so that you can continue being scared of him. There we go. Alright, now it's Heroes' turn.
So do I have to actually run away
No, you just can't get closer to him.
so I can't go this way or anything this way? I can,
Nope, you
Yeah.
are stuck where you are.
I can attack him.
Disadvantage all attacks.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
I don't make I throw things, and I'm gonna throw alchemical acid at him.
It's like, wait a second, you're supposed to be too scared to do that. How dare you? But it's draconic, so you don't mind. Let's see, that's dex
One
save.
damage. Still takes one damage.
Alright, so it's a little bit of acid splashed on his foot. Stings a bit.
Wait, don't I make a check again?
Oh yeah, and at the end of your turn you make a save. You see if you make your save.
Got it.
And you are still scared. That's some really spooky sounds he's making. It's kind of like a theremin kind of thing. Wow, wow. These guys, you will now sort of
They're not
see
They're not sea chicken.
that something is. They seem to be chained. Like they're kind of they're spreading their wings and they're squawking at you and they're running towards you, but they can't get any farther than that. So that's their turn. Tora.
The guy that's flying above my head.
Yes.
Can I hit him with my axe?
No, he's 10 feet above you, so there's like 5 feet air between you and him.
And I can't get around him without him getting,
No, he won't get an AOP because he is not in melee with you. You could just walk right under him.
Okay, in that case I'm going to be incredibly stupid and I'm going to come over here and attack the cockatrice.
Okay.
Because she's not going anywhere near this scary guy over there.
Yeah, Death Chicken, that seems perfectly reasonable.
It
Scary
is kind of
kobold, eek! Okay, 11. That will just hit, yeah.
Oh
This is
wow.
mutant skeleton.
It's a chicken, it's got, you know, it's kind of weak. It has brittle bones,
It's
and
a
you
giant chicken.
smash one of its wings pretty badly. It's flapping and squawking at you. And it is Valerian's turn.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, and a wisdom save at the end of your turn. No, no, it's a 15.
So which one am I scared of?
You are scared of this guy
One
here.
That's going.
Yeah.
Ah.
Now, me closer to him.
Right.
Nope. What? What's so funny? I said you're scared of one going ah.
So can I go here?
You would have to, yeah, you'd have to walk through everybody, you know? That would be like, difficult terrain to get through your friends there.
I thought you could pass through your friends without.
Yeah, it just slows you down. It's
Alright,
difficult
so
terrain.
I go here, and the guy that I'm scared of, I will attempt to blast him.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Why not just blast the one in the sky?
I'd have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Disadvantage either way.
It's all disadvantage. Yeah, because you're just scared.
That
But it doesn't matter, because you will
17.
blast him for 6. He is rethinking his plan. This does
Who's
not
my
seem to be
trainer?
working at all.
Stop craning.
And then at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save. And then it will be Willie's turn.
I'm gonna do the same
Oh,
thing I did the other
Valerian's just like, wait, that's just a kobold, guys. It's not actually a spooky thing. It's not a monster.
He's tiny. You can squish him under your feet.
It's just music.
And
Yes.
Willie is... oh, you're getting the guy in the sky? Okay. Well, he's no longer in the sky. He's now more on the ground in a broken heap of wing and...
This seems to be
Kobold.
repeating history.
Yes.
So that's 2 kobolds now. He is one shot with 1 attack.
And Willie is actually okay, because you can't see the guy that you're scared of, so
Oh, I'm
as
not even afraid.
long... Oh, that's right, you passed your save.
Yeah.
That's I forgot, yes. You're not spooked at all.
Nope. I'm made
Wing
of
of
tougher
Kobold's
things.
dead. The other Wing of Kobold's dead. Khajiit.
And, yep. So, Jet, it is your turn.
Sorry about that. I don't even hear the train anymore.
It's okay.
I know how that is. My in-laws live next to
Just-
train tracks.
It was just one sound. It was just like, hey, there's a going.
Guess he's gonna shoot at the guy he's scared of.
Okay. It's a good way of dealing with your fears, you know?
Can't do any
Face them head on.
disadvantage.
No, me.
It would have been good.
Not the best. Mira. Oh,
Okay.
something else?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And a wisdom save, but he's still really scary looking.
If I come here, can I see this guy?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so even though I'm scared of him, I'm gonna look at him
You
and
can poke your head
shout.
over.
Yeah, I'll just poke around Yaros and just shout, "Clearly you cheaped out on your music lessons."
Oh yeah, wisdom
Yes.
save for him. He's like, wait, no, you guys make the wisdom saves, not me. I'm the one who's scary here. This is not working at all. This is terrible. No, I hate this. Cobalt, please come back, save me. Save your
So-
minion.
2 points of damage, and then he has disadvantage on the next attack he makes.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Oh, and it's
wisdom
his
save?
turn. Yes, and a wisdom save at the end of your turn. Nope, he's still really scary. Huh.
Not so wise.
No pack tactics for him.
So he
Oh, right, but
goes-
he's going to do this. Oh, he has so many choices. So many choices. I guess he'll do a D5. Right, 5. And he is going to see Tora try and escape over there, and he's like, get back here. And he is going to chromatic orb her with lightning. Ooh, with 21 points of lightning damage.
I'm dead.
Oh, except it's a disadvantage because he was thingied. So it is only 6
Goddamn
points of
right.
lightning damage.
Aha!
Yes, it does 6 points.
Does 18 hit?
Yeah, your AC
Yeah.
is 18, right? Yeah. So 6 points of lightning damage as he does hit you, but not nearly as hard as you thought it was going to be.
That's why you keep your bard alive.
It was a
Thank you,
great
Mira.
shot, but then he was thinking about all the mean things you said, and he was like, oh, wait,
I
maybe they're
didn't say
true.
anything mean.
So he's going to...
You know what about what Mira said? Well, no,
Yeah.
You wouldn't instantly die. No, you wouldn't instantly die.
With 15 points of damage on top of that, I would have, yeah.
What's your HP?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be insta-dead. That would just take you to 0.
Yeah, it would just take you to 0 because it has.
It would only be instant-dead if you had a 10 max.
I meant that I was unconscious. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
very
now
good.
it is Euros' turn. He's trying to keep you in your sight, in his sight.
Damn it! You and your Jew, Dad! I don't like that music. I'll come. I don't like that music.
He's gonna make a dex save.
6
Oh,
damage,
why
6
didn't
damage,
he do
6
the other
damage.
thing? Oh gosh, well, that would have been really
6 damage.
good if that thing had hit. But 6 damage, he's starting to feel it. He's looking a little injured there. And now the cockatrices can go. So this one,
Wisdom save.
oh yes, and a wisdom save for Euros at the end of his turn.
Oh yes, and who else? Oh shoot.
This one,
Go.
alright.
Oh my god.
Nice.
He's really scary. Oh, this cockatrice is going to go after Toro because it can. The other one cannot because she is too far away and it's straining at its chains, but it can't get you. It's making squawky noises. But this one's going to bite. Oh, and it will bite you. So a
Yeah.
DC 11 con save.
Very, very precise biting.
It nips you for 2, but that's the... Oh yeah, okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is fun. Okay. So you are now restrained. It doesn't feel good. It bites you, and it didn't hurt that much, you know. It barely nipped you, but then you start feeling like your hand where it bit you can't move, and then your whole body can't move. You're being held in place. And oh, it's your turn. So Uh,
Make a save.
you can. What can you do?
Can I attack?
You can. It's just disadvantage.
You're feeling really stiff.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to move, but yes, your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on attacks, and things that are attacking you have advantage. That's all that restrained is. And yeah, you try real hard, but your muscles just aren't listening. But you can make another con save.
You
Oh, and a wisdom save. Yep. So you're still scared, but you're not petrified anymore. So you shake the poison off, and you feel better about that. And it's Valerian's turn. Oh gosh, this guy. I should just put him. Yes. Let's put him in initiative and see what happens.
Is he on the ground or is he up in the air?
He's not. He doesn't have wings. He is on the ground.
I will move him, and I will attempt to strike him down.
Wait, no! And he kind of like puffs on his pipe some more, but it's just annoying noises. They're not particularly scary. And 4 damage. That won't kill him, but he's very badly hurt now.
then another attack.
Oh, and then the second one will miss. He's wearing pretty good armor. He's wearing... What is he wearing? Oh, natural armor. He just has really good scales. You know, those shiny blue scales, they seem to really be protecting him. Big Willie.
Alright. Considering this guy likes chromatic orb. 2, 4, 6. No, I can't get that.
Can't go over the
No. That's where I was going around.
go 10,
Yeah, it would take you 30 to be standing on Jet.
30, or
Yeah.
10, 20, and then you can go to there. Or go
Oh
from
yeah,
there to
that's
there.
right. You can go in that corner.
Alright. I will cast chromatic orb at the skilled sorcerer since he likes it so much.
Okay.
And it'll be thunder. No, I have to
Okay.
do it manually.
Thank you.
You need a to hit roll. There you go. Okay, 16. That will hit him, and that many damages will kill him.
Good.
Will freeze the look on his face of horror. So nobody's scared anymore. Everyone who was scared, you're not now. Because he's dead, and it is Jet's turn. Unless Willie had yeah, you'd already moved. Okay. Yep.
Jet's gonna skirt around the pond. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And he's gonna jump on the log.
Yeah. 30. Okay, don't see anything in any of those holes, so he's gonna shoot the one that's in front of the now turning to stone Mira. Or not Mira, Dora.
Yeah. If you are in that square, you're gonna be in the water. If you want to be on this square, you'll be on the land.
I am no longer turning to stone.
Oh, sorry.
She feels much better. 13 will hit it, yes. And 5 damage. It's starting to look a little ragged. Poor little birdie.
Oh no, I see something now that I didn't see before because my turn order was in the way.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. Mira, your turn.
I could have hit it.
Okay, Mira is going to move up. So 10, 15, to here, and look at this one right here, and just start making chicken noises at it.
What did you call my mother?
So, wisdom save, please.
It's like, oh yeah, your mom's a bok bok bok.
Turn sassy.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do. I don't have anything I can use as a bonus, so that's
Okay,
it.
Euros.
Shake his head. Go, yeah, chickens. Time to roast ya. Take a step. Throw his alchemical fire right in
Okay. Oh, right, they need to make deck saves. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what you're doing, yep. Okay, they're gonna sit there and take it.
Both 4 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna roast you. Tasty, tasty chicken.
And, oh, let's see, how bad is this one? Still alive. Now it's on fire. Now it is an on fire poisonous chicken. And you hear chanting.
It's burn. Burn.
Everybody hears the chanting from south of that, in that little area. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, I guess technically you don't see anything because they're hidden, but that's okay. I'm still putting them on this layer so that I know what I'm doing. Oh, right, they're just getting an initiative this round. And we're gonna resort that, and it will
What
be...
the hell was a shadow?
Which
Oh, I know what a shadow is. That's not good. Especially not for people with low stats.
Hey,
Oh, this time, unfortunately, this thing is not, yeah, this thing's biting really hard. So that'll be 9 points of piercing damage on Tora, and,
Which-
what are you at? Oh, yeah, which will put you unconscious, so, and you still need to make the con save. As the poison starts spreading through your body.
Wait, she's a dwarf, right?
yeah,
Oh, that's right, you're a dwarf. You have advantage on these saves.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that it was poison.
Oh, wait, no, it's not poison. Sorry.
it's petrified.
It's,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
But yes, you're fine anyway. Well, you're not fine, you're unconscious, but at least you're not turning to stone. And this one still strains at its chain and cannot break free. Tora!
Tora is unconscious.
Alright, you get to make a death save. Okay.
Stay alive.
Valerian!
Who's alive?
Everyone, except for you.
So far.
And me.
You're alive!
Here and swing on the chicken.
So, like, leave me alone, I've got my snacks, I'm gonna eat it. Don't you dare!
Don't you dare.
It doesn't even notice as it's trying to peck little bits off of Tora. Oh, until you do that.
You cut its head off.
Yep.
I've killed something. I am not useless.
That's debatable.
Nira gives him a little pat on the shoulder.
It's finally free from its chains. Oh,
Good job,
however,
buddy.
Free from death.
Willie, it is your turn.
Gonna go with the tried and true, the other cockatrice.
Shut up.
Just gonna tickle it.
Okay, yep, yep. That does.
Wait, we have enough people with brain to sit back and die.
Except for what Jet sees.
Yeah. Jet sees some things.
Jet can tell other people what he sees.
Wait,
It's
It's good Jet's turn.
who?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
was
wait,
just
I thought you...
something up.
Okay, never mind. Whoops.
Yeah, that was.
He's going to shoot an arrow at the little boy at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
It was me.
He misses.
He does, yep.
He
So,
also said-
yeah, Jet's shooting down the corridor for some reason. Or he might have just really missed that chicken. He might be just shooting really badly. You can't tell. These guys. Alright, what is their movement speed? Their movement is, now that they exist, 40 feet. Wow, that's really fast.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. 10, 20, 30... oh, hang on. Oh, so close.
From Nightmare Before Christmas.
Can't quite reach Jet, so he's gonna come after Flarian instead.
That's nope. That's Oogie Boogie. You're right.
10, 20, 30, there's another one. And 10,
Later, Flareon.
25. Oh no, he's gonna come right here where this chicken was. Okay, cool.
What are they?
What's your strength, Valerian?
Well, hopefully it won't hit you. So they're you don't see any creatures. You just see some shadows starting to flit along the ground,
My
and
strength is a 7.
you realize that
You're dead.
1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, yeah. I think you might be. Well, if
Well,
you go down, which I assume you will.
Two of them hit me.
Well, they won't because they won't keep attacking you after you're down. Because they would like to find more. Their job is to incapacitate everybody here. So, your strength will be reduced by a D4, and no, just
What's your
once.
max?
It's not going to do the second attack. Yeah, with the
Okay.
if the first one brings you down, which it does, 13. Yeah,
Oh, the first hit does bring me down.
yeah. So here's your D4 of strength. So your strength is reduced by 3.
Is that permanent?
No, it is
Long rest.
until long rest.
So my strength is currently a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you could still
Short or long?
long. Oh, is it short or long?
Yeah.
Long.
It
No, no.
says
Oh,
short or
short,
long
long.
on
It
the-
does. Yeah.
No.
Okay, Mira.
Oh, that's not good.
You see some
Okay.
shadows sucking the life out of Valerian.
Yep, that's terrifying. Okay, Mira's gonna pull out another scroll of Cure Wounds and use it on Tora because she seems a little bit more useful as far as killing things. And she'll just say, you know, these are really expensive to make. And wounds.
Okay, that one seems to be a much better one.
So Tora, you get 6 back.
And it is Euros' turn.
And wait, I'm gonna
Oh, sorry.
do that. Do I want to stay here? Gosh, I'll shift back to where I was standing before.
It seems
Okay, that's
safe. Now it's Euros' turn.
Eat fires! Owie! Right here.
Okay, so all 3 of these guys are going to make dex saves. 1, 2,
Or they're gonna
3.
come back with reinforcement and just find bones.
Miss.
So let's see. Okay, so this guy. It doesn't really look like they burn very much. It's sort of, the flames lick at them, but it doesn't seem to do much.
But they're shadows. Wouldn't they?
And
Whatever. Also the chicken.
this guy,
he gets
yep, he's going. He is making a deck. He's failing a deck save. He burns just fine.
it, but they don't seem to burn at all.
A little bit, it's like some of the shadow is getting erased by the light of the fire, but not very much. And now it is our friend's turn. He is commanding his shadowy friends. And he is... Oh, he has the wrong thing for his hit points, but I can fix that. Oh, all his spells are missing. Great, fine. Oh, yeah.
The only person.
He can see...
Hey, Jet.
Jet is killing his chickens, so... There's a
Actually,
produce
that was
flame.
Valerian.
Oh no, you were shooting. Jet was shooting at him. That's yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because he's not shooting you very well at all. Let's fix that. Oops, that's not even a number. He has hit points, I swear. There we go. And he will just hiss out something in Draconic, which Willie understands as, don't let them in! And the cockatrice can't do anything because it's tied... Oh, yeah, that's what he should do. So he's going to take one more step forward, and he's going to start unhooking the cockatrice, although he can't really do that on this turn. Now it's Tora's turn.
Laura's going to do what she should have done before she fell unconscious.
Second wind.
Yeah.
No,
Forgot
this
about
is a
that.
good time to have it.
Oh yeah,
I do not like shadows.
they just want to give you a hug.
I don't want hugs.
I don't want your strength sapping.
And then I am going to
You didn't.
see if you can kill a shadow with a battle axe. I'm going to try to split it knave to chops.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely hits it. And, yeah, seems like you can cleave right through a shadow. It doesn't do, I mean, like, it's hard to tell. It kind of reforms around your thing. It doesn't seem to be doing maybe as much damage as you would like it to be doing, but it's definitely hurting it. And it is Valerian's turn to make a death... Oh, well, unless you wanted to move. It's Valerian's turn to make a death save.
No, I think that I need to stay right where I am.
And it's Willie's turn as he sees Valerian losing his grip on life.
Alright, can I stand here?
Can you stand there? Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna wail at the shadow. Wail, shadow.
No, that's Banshees you're thinking of.
What are you gonna?
Yeah.
So you just.
I'm going ham. I'm out of spells. My cantrip will not do anything to these guys. Man, I'm gonna miss.
Oh, yep. They don't seem hard to hit, but they're a little harder than that.
Yeah.
Jet.
Moving back, and all the way.
And he's gonna shoot it at the shaman.
Okay, yes, a 20 will hit him.
Bud. Shoot him.
You maneuver around and loose an arrow that finds its mark. He looks annoyed.
Hits him in the finger as he's
It's like, that's my untying finger, man! And these shadows, so many tasty targets for them. Let's see. Hang on.
Hence why Jet ran.
Just moving your token for a second so I can see everything. Okay, it seems like they don't actually get to fly or anything though, so that's unfortunate. So this one will just maneuver around Tora, and this one will maneuver around Tora, and this one will stay here to suck out Willie's life forces.
Can they maneuver around?
Yes,
Yeah,
they can.
there's that little... Oh, right there. They're moving through. Alright, sucking out Willie's life juices first with a strength drain. Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance.
Okay. And your strength score will be reduced by 4. You feel very weak after his hug. This one is coming after Mira.
So I completely negate the damage, thanks to my ward and my Stone's Endurance.
Oh, nice. And the last one will be going after Tora. Those two, though, are completely inept. They cannot even do their one job that they have as shadows. Mira, you're being surrounded by flittering blobs of darkness.
Yes, I am. I'm going to try to stab one with my longsword, please.
Yeah. That one is looking a little ragged already. Now it looks slightly more ragged. Still not as much damage as you would like to be doing, but it's hurting it.
So what's the ruling on jumps?
I forget what it is. Like, it's like your strength score in feet or something like that.
Long jump or high jump?
One.
If you have a running start, you add your strength mod to your.
It's not your mod, it's your actual score.
Yeah, you add your score to your jump.
Okay, and what's jump normally?
Athletics.
So how much is a running start?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Oops, didn't mean to close that
And
one.
then here's a back up. Here's back up 10 feet and run to jump on this.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're doing a long jump, you could cover a number of feet up to your strength score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you move at least 10 feet.
This is 10 feet. My strength score is.
Yeah, that should do it. You should be able to do that.
Can you leap on top of this?
Yes.
Totally not crack.
It's a crocodile.
It's a crocodile, yep.
Good job.
I knew it! I knew it! I freaking knew it! But I did it anyway, so I would not know any character. No, I'm not gonna go over. Oh, there's a giant crocodile. It's not just regular crocodile, it's a giant crocodile.
Well,
It is. You realize that
bigger for you.
only part of it was sticking out of water.
Can I try and jump away again?
No.
You could swim in the, well, I mean, he'd get an A up on you. Well, he wouldn't because he's not in combat. So, yeah.
He just jumped on that. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
he is being surprised by this. He was just floating there.
Actually,
I was taking a nap.
so I use 20 feet. I'm gonna then dash through the water so I get
Okay.
5 feet left. So 30 feet, so I have 15 feet in the water, so I can just get onto shore.
So yeah, his jaws will kind of snap lazily at you, and he will sink back into the water.
1, 2.
He doesn't have time for this.
Okay, I just barely go away. Basically, I bounce on his head and swim into.
Okay.
That was interesting.
And now it's our friend's turn. Alright, he's gonna untie the cockatrice, is what he's gonna do. And now it is free, finally, to go do its biting. Oh yeah, and he's just gonna move back because he thinks his shadows.
Try and bite him.
No, the cockatrice is... let's see, okay, so the cockatrice sees many delicious things. It's gonna roll a d2.
Well, no, it's gonna eat the thing that's down, right?
Nope, it's gonna go after Willy. This is a fighting cockatrice. It is trained to kill anything that moves.
The shadow moved.
Well, anything meaty that moves. It doesn't have any, you know, it's hard to train. It's hard enough to train him to follow orders. Certainly not going to go after shadows.
Who was
But
that again?
Willy, you.
Yeah, hits.
Oh, then here is your D. No, this is a cockatrice. You make a con save. But you shake off its effect, and it is Tora's turn. So this is the shadow that you've been hitting. It's looking much more transparent than the other ones are.
Interesting. Alright, Tora is going to attempt to waft her axe through the same shadow again.
Okay.
See if she gets similar results.
Yeah, with a crit, I think you probably will. Let's have some damage. Okay, so somehow she banishes it to the Shadow Realms. Just by waving her axe around through it.
Tora whoops and dances in place a little bit and then grins at the next shadow.
Oh god. Gets a worried face on.
Reaching out its tenderly fingers at you, and it is Valerian's turn to make another death save.
We got one fail.
Okay.
That's 2.
Well, yeah, you're just making the first one. We're ignoring the second one. That didn't happen. And it's Willy's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna probably ineffectually hit the shadow.
Yeah,
Same,
yeah.
Same result.
You're
Same
gonna have to hit it
result.
better than an 8. And it's Jet's turn.
I wish I had a better catch-up to these.
Ketchup?
Cantrip. Although ketchup would
Going for the shaman.
ketchup would be good for the cockatrices. Okay. He does not think that that's gonna hit him. And it's the Shadow's turn. They know. Let's see. Who's that there? That's Tora that this one's eating, and that's Willy that this one is eating. Everything is trying to get rid of anything that moves. Miss for yeah, that was Tora, and a miss for
Yay!
Willy, and wow. Sucks to be a shadow today. The crocodile, I'm going to take him out of initiative because he really doesn't want to be in this battle. He just wants to eat easy things that jump in his mouth. And it's Mira's turn.
Like, no.
Okay.
Okay. Mira will step forward kind of over Valerian's unconscious body and take a
Yep.
hit at that one.
We'll just swap you out for clarity's sake.
Kick him backwards. So you
10 will not quite do it.
Well, shit. Okay, that's all I can do. I'm
Now
gonna
it's
sit
Eurus'
here.
turn.
Eurus is gonna shimmy on sort of here and then here.
Okay. Far away from the crocodiles.
The galaxy and throw a fire right here saying burn.
one deck save for him. And one deck save for him. Okay, so the shadow will make his.
Shadow. Only one shot.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the cockatrice.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my goal.
Yep. That is on fire.
No, fire.
Yes, Kentucky Fried.
It's starting
Now
to...
it's right.
And now it's the shaman's turn. Alright. He really needs to do something about that guy who keeps throwing arrows at him. However, that's really far. Okay, yeah. He's gonna do it. 10, 20 to get to there. And then you are... Oh, nope. Alright, fine. 25 to get to there so that he can produce flame at Jet.
You fool! You stepped in.
However, a 12, that does hit you?
That matches.
Okay, so he will burn you for 6,
Shuts down.
and then he will scooch back his 5 feet, and the cockatrice will bite Mira. Arr. No, it won't, and it will be Tora's turn.
Tora was glaring at the shadows, so she's going to waft her battle axe through it again.
Oh, not with a 5.
Not with a nap.
So it'll just go straight through it, unharmed. Valerian. Oh, yes.
We had a short rest, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You have your action search back.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay. Yeah, 19 will hit.
Just don't worry about it. You will get better over time. Soon when you're high level, you'll have to attack it back.
I know.
It'll be
And oops.
majestic. We will all be kicking people's asses, and I'll be standing there going, yes! Burn!
It hurt it a teeny bit. Valerian, death save.
And having a lot of wacky, weird potions that, I have to keep track of my freaking head. And on paper.
Okay, 2 saves. And it's Willie's turn.
Alright, time to ineffectually smite him again.
Oh no, you're gonna hit him.
For 3 damage.
It kind of, swipes some of the shadow away. Leaves a little tiny hole through it.
It's kind of hard to incorporate being with a stick.
Okay, and a death save for Jet.
Card. Make a death save, Kajet.
Oh, that is 2 fails.
Well, I know what I'm doing with my turn.
And it's the shadow's turn.
The
Billy. Oh wait.
Is my goal? No. Mira, you don't have to. I got it.
Okay.
Willie is still up and poking holes in him, which he doesn't like. So he's gonna stop that.
That's a hit, and I'm down.
Okay, and you will lose for that much strength. 1 strength.
Good.
And then it will be Mira's turn.
Well, this isn't going well. I just saw Willie go down, so I'm gonna pull out another scroll of cure wounds and try to get him back up, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that almost put me back up.
Nice.
You feel fine. I mean, you feel kind of weak, but
I feel like a wizard.
it's Euros' turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn around in a fret and a panic and just, hold his nose closed, open his mouth, dump in some healing.
Okay. 8.
8 HP!
So now Jet feels much better, and the shaman is going to throw fire at Euros because he saw him throwing fire, and it only seems fair.
The
Yeah,
death
that's...
saves get
But
way.
he misses!
Yeah, that's like
Yep.
set.
And the cockatrice is going to bite Mira again. Except that it won't, and it will be Tora's turn.
Once more into the fray. Battle axe versus shadow.
Okay, that will miss, unfortunately.
Should have gone for the cockatrice. It would have hit that.
And Valerian. A death save.
That's
Ooh, 2 and 2.
All
Willie.
right, I will stand up and attempt to again ineffectually hit the shadow.
Oh no, that's gonna hit it. That's gonna hurt it pretty badly, actually. It's looking very tattered and ghostly, much less shadowy than it was. Jet.
So it's more Twilight, less Shadow
Oh
now.
God, don't start that. Not dealing with that at the moment. I got enough to deal with a giant
Okay.
chicken, a shadow trying to kill me, and a lizard.
Shaman.
You still going after? Okay. Okay.
The one, just a
Yep.
two.
He is slightly scratched. And
All these scratches will add up.
the shadow does not understand why everybody is moving again. So here's one for Willie and one for Tora.
Misses!
And that will also miss. You guys, you are the worst shadows ever. Mira,
Fond of them, thank you.
at least everyone's going to be very weak.
Okay, wait. So Flareon, like, how is he looking right now? Does he
2
look
and
like
2.
he's about ready to die?
Yeah, he looks like he
2
could
and 2?
slip away at any moment.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll burn my last scroll that I have and bring him back up.
And he is
Nice.
feeling much better. So Valerian, you get 9, and it will be Euros' turn.
Okay, Euros is gonna. I'm going. Hey, you want to throw some fire around? Use real fire. He's gonna throw a alchemy fire.
He's going to stand there and take
Already
it.
making right there.
He is going to stand there and take it, and he is going to save.
He moves slightly to the left.
So, -6.
Cockatoos and the.
Oh yeah, no, the cockatrice feels terrible. It is super on fire now. The shadow doesn't mind too much, although it's already looking bad.
I would do a voice for a shadow, but it's a shadow.
It doesn't make noise.
Make noise.
Ooh, spooky. That's a ghost.
Jet is still laying down. Yeah, okay, so this is a fire fight now. He's gonna throw fire at Euros.
There was a firefight.
Literal firefight. Oh,
Oh,
that
jeez.
doesn't hit. It doesn't hit.
Why does it not hit? Oh, your AC is 16. Yes, it is. Okay. He's gonna duck around the corner, and it will be the cockatrice's turn to bite
Oh God.
Mira again.
Aim from the small.
Munch, munch, munch. Oh, no. Fail to bite.
Miss.
Tora! Yeah, having a little bit of AC helps.
Yeah. Tora is going to hit that same shadow once again. And miss once again.
Maybe.
Getting tired swinging that battle axe around. Valerian!
My arm is sore. Yeah.
Everybody's in different places than they were. This shadow looks almost dead. This cockatrice
You
looks
can't
almost
hit that
dead.
shadow. This is the only shadow you can hit.
No, he can hit any of them.
Oh, okay. That's right.
I'll try to
Yeah.
hit the one that's almost. I'll try to hit the one that's almost dead.
Okay.
Perhaps your fanning will blow it away.
Nice.
And Valerian just wakes up from his unconsciousness, wipes the confusion out of his eyes, blinks, and blasts the shadow into nothingness.
I stand. Yeah, I move back.
Yeah. And it will be Willie's turn.
Alright, since I don't have a shadow anymore, I will ineffectually hit this chicken.
Okay.
I will
9 will
not
not
miss
do
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will miss the chicken.
Jet.
But I will move here.
He's got a vendetta now. Oh my Jesus!
That's called the one-hit wonder for a reason. Slightly scratching our enemies one at a time.
Aptly named group.
Couple of scales get knocked loose.
Because ow!
The final shadow will go
Death by
after
paper
Tora.
cuts.
And miss. And it will be Mira's turn.
Okay.
Kill the
I'm
chicken.
going to try to kill the chicken. If I to use that inspiration, do I have to declare that before I make the attack to get advantage, or can it be after?
I think technically it's supposed to be before, but I have never played it that way. I always let you just do it whenever. So my ruling is you can do it whenever you want.
Okay.
You can
I'm just
decide
gonna
after.
attack, and if I miss, I'll burn the inspiration on it.
Yeah.
Usually the rule I have is like you roll. You can say you have inspiration and then roll again, so long as it's before it's declared if it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
way I do it.
It is not quite dead, but it is thoroughly hit. And it is Euros' turn. I think that's fair. So yeah, just right.
I'll waddle over here and say, maybe you'll like some fire. How about some acid? Throw an alcohol acid at his face. At Shaman's
Let's
face.
see. It's like, no, not my face gems! I'm too pretty to get dissolved. And it will be his turn.
Just Matrix dodges it.
He's like, no, fire. Actually, you know what? He is going to start. Euros is close enough now that he is going to run up and he is going
Smack him with a
to
stick.
bite and then claw.
Hit miss.
So he will bite you for 8 piercing damage. Try throwing stuff at me now. And the cockatrice is going to bite Mira. Oh, yes it is. For 8 points of damage and a con save. So it clamps down on you, but you shake off the petrification. You've done yoga, you know the stretches. It's Tora's turn.
Alright. Tora is going to try to hit the shadow from left to right instead of from right to left this time and see if that makes a difference.
Okay, go for it. Apparently that's the secret. Turns out Tora's been left-handed this whole time and nobody told her.
Always a possibility.
And that shadow also dissolves back into nothingness, and the shaman is looking a little lonely now. Valerian.
I will blast the cockatrice.
Okay. Really? Yes. Okay, good. I was going to say, touch it and it will fall over. I don't think that it's possible to not kill it. And indeed, it is now dead. And it is Willie's turn.
I will use my cantrip to try and force choke this shaman.
Okay.
Only for 6
That happens. He's looking quite perturbed. Very badly wounded.
Space out a bit.
And, oh, right, Jet's turn.
And now Kajek can get sneak attack.
Yes. Now you'll get your
2
sneak.
points of damage. Oh, sorry.
4.
4.
He has, like in video games where the arrows stick into you as you just are running along, he's got probably 8 or 9 of Jet's arrows in him now. Just kind of all along him. It doesn't seem to be slowing him down too much. But he's starting to finally get to him, and it is Mira's turn.
Snake.
Mira?
Yep, sorry, my internet kind of cut out a bit.
Okay.
Just this one. I will run up and smack him with my sword.
Okay, yes you will. And again, he will breathe his last. He has defended his shrine as best as he could, however, it was not enough. And it's quiet.
Oh, man.
I breathe a sigh of release.
Mira, you also notice something on his hand as he falls. He's wearing a ring. And... Wait, where's my ring? Oh yeah, I put it in handouts. Handouts, toothy ring, there it is.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Ew!
Ew.
That actually
That is
is a
tasty.
toothy ring. That's great.
Yep. He's wearing it on his fingers, except the teeth are not white. The teeth are kind of a greenish color.
Lovely.
Does he seem to have missing teeth?
Um,
Those aren't his teeth.
yeah, no, they're not his teeth. He does not seem to have any missing teeth.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, stepping over the body and gonna be going here.
Yeah, if there's, I know what a shade is, and if that's there's gonna be some necromancy at play here.
But Willie
I'll
doesn't-
make an investigation check.
Okay.
No.
What the?
Wow. We have no idea.
Well,
This is lizard folk technology.
Yeah.
I'm kind of arcana-y, so maybe Mira will take a look.
We got
This bunch of savages work.
Come in.
Ain't nothing academic about it.
Wait, there was something else. Oh, I remember where I put the treasure. Okay. There's stuff. You find stuff. You don't know what you find, but you definitely find stuff.
You said treasure. I'm gonna go find the treasure.
Did. But where did I put it? I put them all in a handout. I put all the treasures in this cave in one handout. There it is. Okay. A ring. Ah, here is the stuff that is on. Oh, okay. And you'll definitely recognize one of the things as you raid their altar. There's a whole bunch of stuff set up around it. And there's also seems to be, it looks like people have come and made sacrifices here. There's blood splashed on the altar, old dried blood, not anything fresh. There's like bones hanging up and stuff. And then underneath is kind of like a little space where they keep their holy items. And those are the things that are under there. You especially recognize the 3 potions that are in there as potions of healing. They're pretty obvious.
Jet would like to go loot this flute off of this dude boy.
Yep, that
This
is a Pipes of Haunting that he has there.
Ooh.
You also can see, I think you can see from here, you can see into this cave. Looks like somebody had been using it as a storage cave. There's evidence that it's been
Oh my goodness.
hastily removed, but there's a few things that are left over that have been left behind.
Jet will roll in money. Just roll in the monies.
There's not really that much there. There would have been that much there if you had discovered it when the dragon was still there, but he left. This is not a
Okay.
surprise. Willie definitely heard a dragony voice over there.
Yeah, I definitely heard. Now, how big would you say the voice was?
Make an Arcana check. Let's see if you can recognize dragon voices, dragon sizes by their voice alone.
Yes, you can.
Apparently, yeah.
Around the age where they hit puberty, that it really deepens, and then their second puberty.
Yeah, so now
Second puberty?
you're thinking it was a pretty little dragon. This is probably a dragon that's just starting to set off in life and form its own, gather its own minions and form its own horde.
Oh, that's adorable. Also terrifying at the same time.
So let's
No,
see.
it's reassuring. No,
No,
it's
it ain't.
reassuring. It means we're not dealing with an adult dragon here. I am much safer knowing.
Valerian will check the back of the cave.
Wait,
You do realize the younger ones are actually more dangerous. They're kind of like rattlesnakes. They don't know when to stop using them poison.
okay, hold on. Which
I rather deal with a younger one, who's less trained, less knowledgeable, and less sneaky, than an older one who knows all of it.
Valerian can see some mushrooms growing back there. It looks like it's kind of their farm or something. But hang on before you go any further. Oh, all right, fine, go farther. Hey, Valerian found a thing.
What kind of thing?
He found this thing.
Mushroom.
Yeah, mushrooms. Just
A
mushrooms.
myconid?
I'm sure it's fine.
I take a closer look at what that thing is.
Let's go take a closer look at you.
Yeah, it is. It is
Time to
trying.
roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When a DM says, "Hey, stop moving," you should probably stop moving.
Well, it gets a surprise round because Valerian basically steps on it. Um, so in its surprise round, it will make. Oh, ugh. It will slap out 4 tendrils at him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very badly. But yeah, so you're just looking at the mushrooms. It looks like a farm, you know? It seems like everything seems fine. And then one of the mushrooms slaps at you 4 times. Everyone who'd like to can roll initiative. It's going to roll initiative. And you can make a nature check.
I can't.
Just.
What's going on? Stay back.
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
Valeria, how appropriate.
1, 2, 3. Hold on just a second. Yes.
Are you having internet problems at all?
I am not. Are you? Try disconnecting and reconnecting again. It's probably not the router.
Several times.
Try rebooting?
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, no, I'm fine.
Can you tell me how much?
I'm probably because I'm using up all the internet. Tell Papa to get off the internet. Tell him to quit hogging it up.
Can you tell me how much is in the Dragon Horde?
I will. Hold on. But now somebody's fighting some violent funguses.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sitting here doing all the calculations for all the money because.
Yes, give her a minute.
But you're gonna have to wait because I can only do one thing at a time, not 4 things. Valerian, a mushroom just tried to slap you.
All of the things.
What would you like to do?
Well, clearly, these fungus is not very friendly.
Fungi.
He is not a fun guy.
I will strike at the one in front of me twice.
Oh yeah, Tora also has never heard of mushrooms.
Tora knows how to eat mushrooms. That's about it.
Here's a crazy idea, guys. Walk away.
Burn them.
Let's see. I am not seeing your attacks. Or did you make them? Okay, now I see them. 13, that'll hit, and a 5 will. Bleh. And some spores will puff out of it, but nothing seems to happen. You feel fine. Oops.
Can you take a step and hit the other one with your other hit?
Oh, the 5 killed the first one?
Yes.
It's the 15 to hit the second one for 2 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, I was looking at their armor class. Sorry, I take it back. It's not dead. It's not dead. Its armor class is just extremely low. You have done 7 points of damage to it.
Because it's a mushroom.
Yeah, it is just a mushroom. It doesn't really have any defenses.
Mushroom, guys. Just walk away.
Dora! Valerian's hitting a mushroom.
They look tasty.
Apparently, he's hungry. And they do, in fact, look edible to you. As far you're pretty sure you read about this in a book.
I'm pretty sure she did not read about this in a book because she.
Oh no, Valerian, not Tora.
No. Yeah, mushrooms are good. They would go really good with her lizard steaks.
Yeah.
So she's gonna come up here and whack a piece of violet fungus with her axe.
Yes, you will. And 5. Okay. You do carve a piece of it off, but it still seems to be waving tendrils at you. And now it is the fungus's turn.
Here's the fungus.
So it is gonna make both of its attacks against Valerian. 1, 2. This time it's gonna do much better and do 2 necrotic damage to you.
Wow, we should hire these guys on our team.
And it is Jet's turn.
He's gonna shoot at the one in front of Dora. Actually, he doesn't need to waste arrows. I think he could probably do
Just
something better.
walk up and stab
He's
it.
gonna draw his rapier and walk up and stab it.
Okay.
Stab it.
Yes, you will. And I'm guessing with the sneak attack.
Sneaky boy.
Now it puffs out a few little spores, but it's probably nothing. Makes you a little bit dusty.
Probably nothing. That might just be infected
Nah. Mira.
So Mira will step to there and then look at that one and just yell, "What do you call a mushroom that insults you behind your back?" Shit talkie.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, please take an inspiration for that.
Yes.
Because that is too terrible.
Bard, just to make really bad puns.
And yeah, its feelings are hurt.
Its tendrils go, what?
Now that's just its first attack that's at disadvantage, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Really?
Just see what they're. I'm just gonna tilt that for here.
Okay, yes you will. And a bit of it will shrivel away, and it will be Valerian's turn again.
I will move there and strike it twice.
And the great words of Cled, mushrooms are healthy.
Okay, yep. You'll definitely hit it once, and a second time for a total of 6.
As you slash shit to bits.
And
Kind of
then I will back up 5 feet.
doing that little fast chop thing, and it is going to do a little slap at you. Slap. Oh, and it does have disadvantage, so it will not hit you. It'll be Tora's turn.
I can come up this far without getting an opportunity attack from the first one, correct? Because it can still hit me.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna whack the closer one. Yeah.
Okay.
The one that we've been working on.
Yes. It is. Well, it's hard to tell with a mushroom, but it's in a lot of little pieces. It still seems to have some tendrils waving around. That will hit.
Deal more than 2 damage.
And yes, that will end it.
Got max damage.
Yeah, that's max.
So good to know that you spent that on a mushroom.
Oh well, you know.
It will be its turn, so let's see how
And
many.
not just a mushroom on like 2 HP.
And we'll have 4 tendrils to slap at Tora. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them will hit for 7 necrotic damage as you sort of feel it draining your life force.
Owie.
And it will be Jet's turn.
Smack it.
Shank, shank.
Good.
Oh my god.
that hits it. Yeah, you poke a little tiny hole in it. It's Mira's turn.
Okay, Mira will take one more step forward, look at this one, and say, "Why don't you get invited to any parties? Because you're not a very fun guy."
Mushrooms
Just
cannot
because you're a
groan.
bard doesn't give you an excuse to make bad puns.
It does, actually.
Wait, actually, that's kind of the point of bards.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Get used to this. As long as Mira survives, all you will get is bad puns.
It is hard to tell, but it looks like you hurt its feelings. And it's Willie's turn.
Big Willie.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
And no, that's gonna hit.
Oh, for 2 damage.
Yes. And then it'll be Valerian's turn.
I will step here and attack it twice.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit. And so will that.
And that ends my turn.
So y'all are trying to do that like fast chop chef thing, but you keep missing and just kind of cutting little pieces off the edge. You really need to work on your knife skills. But it's Tora's turn. It is starting to look a little mangled.
Oh, Tora's going to try to chop it in half with her axe and see if she can make it look very mangled.
Yeah, that will hit it. They're not hard to hit. They are
No.
mushrooms, but that will indeed split it in half, and it is no longer waving its tendrils around. It just puffs out a little puff of violet spores and expires.
I'm gonna stay put.
And this one,
Can't move.
I'm just trying to think. Okay, so it kind of like, it can actually move. As you discover, as it kind of drags itself forward on its tendrils, stops in front of you, pants with the effort of exertion, and figures out how many attacks it's going to get. It's going to get 4, so it's going to give 1 to everybody, and... Oop. Invalid string length. I've never seen that error before. And 2 to Valerian. So here is 1 for Jet, 2 for Valerian, 1 of which will hit for 7 necrotic damage, and 1 for Tora, which will miss.
Flareon is unconscious.
Why did you let a mushroom beat you up?
Why did you even engage the mushroom?
At this point,
You could have walked away.
It was there, and I want to eat them.
Jet!
so pathetic that Jet's just gonna stab Valerian in the neck. Put him out of his misery.
Wait, are you actually gonna do that?
No. You probably
I've
can't
been
even
in
do
games where people have done that. And they've been complete.
Instead, he will stab the mushroom. Actually, you are improving your knife skills. You've got a few neat slices off of it. Not quite garnish quality, but they'll do. Mira.
Okay, so she will look at the mushroom, and oh my god, I'm running out of like bad mushroom jokes. Oh, I got it. Why do toadstools grow so close together? They don't need much room.
Oh god.
Apparently it's spending so much time thinking about that it will have disadvantage on its next attack. And it will be slightly injured. It doesn't have much brains, you know? Willy. Okay, yep, that'll hit. And
7 damage.
that will end the mushroom attack.
I'm just leaning on my quarterstaff, just like, can we go now?
And anyone who's up there can make a survival check about these mushrooms.
They're extremely deadly. Then their spores, you die.
Oh, yeah, Jet. These are extremely deadly, and if you touch the spores, you'll die. Tora, on on the other hand, is pretty sure that they wouldn't be great, but you could eat them. They wouldn't kill you.
Probably not taste good with lizard steaks.
Okay, now everyone.
Alex
Oh,
walks away.
fine. Go stand in the puddle. Now you have to deal with the puddle. Okay, we're doing the Jet. Stay right there. I am doing the dragon treasure before you get to stand in the puddle.
Dragon
Mira's just gonna pick up Valerian and like carry him over because she's got a pretty decent strength score and he's pretty like scrawny. So.
Well, is someone going to stabilize him?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. What's that? A medicine check?
You can just use a healing kit if you have one of those.
I have a healer's kit.
Yeah.
I have one too, so
Yeah.
I'll use the healer's kit.
Yeah, so you don't need to make a check for that.
healing drow. We
You
don't.
used it on him already.
Yep.
Did I?
Did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so refresh my memory. What does the healer do? It just stabilizes, or
Yeah,
does it bring you
he's at zero.
HP? Okay, but he's full. Okay, so I expended a use of that.
Okay, I did a dumb thing because I put this in a thing that's hard to cut and paste, so it's going to take me a second here. Here we go. There's this. So most of what was left behind in the dragon stuff looks like trash, pretty much. But there are a few things that are a little bit interesting. And this. And this. And back on the actually back here you also found something hiding in the mushrooms. So hidden in the mushrooms you find a javelin. probably someone, one of the lizard folk probably threw it there and lost it.
We found songs though. Hey.
Can I look at the ring? Does it seem to be magical in nature?
But you kind of rub the goo and touch it and stuff, and it doesn't seem to be like coming off on you. So you're guessing, yeah, it might be a little magic-y.
I'll take the javelin since I don't have any distance weapons at all.
Okay,
Oh, wait, I have a light crossbow. Never mind. I'll take it anyway, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take the ring and spend a bit of time with it to see if I can figure out what it does.
Okay. So with that javelin, just make a little note that let me know when you're using that particular javelin.
Oh, it's that javelin.
No reason. No, it's not that javelin. You don't know what it is. I know what it is.
Jet would take the shiny dagger blade just because it's shiny and it's a dagger blade.
Okay. It looks really nice. Like it kind of has a, like you think that your light is reflecting off of it, and you realize no, it's just glowing very, very faintly from inside.
Wait, it's glowing? Is the
But it doesn't have a hilt, so it's not really useful.
Well, no, it's glowing. If it's glowing, he's taking. If it's actually glowing and not shining, he's taking.
You can't, unless you're holding it, you can't. It looks like it's just shining, but if you are actually holding it and examining it, then you can tell it's actually glowing. Very, like it's just like the filigree, and it kind of has a little bit of shimmer to it.
Oh, it's actually so. Can I have that? Is it okay if I?
Jet already has it. This is.
But I'm over here, and you're coming along.
Oh, I thought that was stuff at the end of the hallway with mushrooms. Never mind.
No.
No.
The only thing that was at the end of the hallway was the javelin.
Yeah, the javelin was hidden in the mushrooms. Everything else on that list was in the dragon stuff.
Yep.
And now Jet can deal with the puddle that he is standing in.
He's not in the puddle. He's. Oh, yeah, he is. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he's totally in the puddle. It is a puddle. Like you don't even really notice it when you walk into it. Although you notice it a little bit later when I have to actually figure out where I wrote down what this thing does.
Oh god.
Oh, did I put it here? I didn't put it there. I might not have actually written it down. You may be lucky.
It's flammable liquid.
It is not. It's just water. It's what's in the water that's a problem.
No, it's an eel.
It's a water weird.
Portal to the elemental plane of water.
It's a water elemental.
So you don't feel anything. Although a couple minutes later, you sort of feel something crawling in your pants leg. And you notice that you've lost 2 hit points worth of blood loss.
Leech. They say in unison.
Yeah. Apparently some of...
Take off the pants.
Yep, there's
Ew,
a
no,
couple of
keep
big
flying, keep
leeches.
flying.
Couple of big leeches stuck to your legs, sucking away merrily.
I guess he'll just try to stab him.
Yeah, you can scrape them off, or pull them off.
I recommend stabbing them.
Yeah, if you stab them, you might stab your leg. See, there, look, I have a little leech token. Isn't it cute? See, it's your friend now. It wants to be on you.
That's a snail.
There you go. Yeah, it is a snail.
Oh, keep it as a pet.
But if you Google photogenic leech, you get snail pictures, so that's what I went with.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can scrape it off. You'll do...
Googled photogenic leech.
I did. Couldn't find anything. Actually, for a different module, not even this one. I just happened to have this token because of the other one that I did. So yes, you'll take a little bit of...
You get sneak attack.
No. You do manage to scrape it off, but you'll do
What
a...
if I go stand next to him? Does he get the sneak attack?
You will kill the leech. You will just take another point of damage as you scrape it off. And your blood kind of gets everywhere. You see that there's actually quite a few more leeches, like if you poke around in that puddle right there.
He will just start skewering.
Yeah, you have a rapier with a bunch of leeches on them. It's really repulsive.
I got dinner. Just kidding. Wait, you said I took another 1 point when I scraped it off?
Yes. So yeah, you'll take a total of 3.
Alright, he's gonna say, well, don't step in the puddle. And he's gonna look at these things. What are these things?
These are some leather curtains that are hanging from, like sticks, basically, on the ceiling. You hear you hear some noises from behind them. You hear definitely something moving between these or behind these two to the excuse me, east and northeast.
So the two between those that it circles.
Yeah.
He's going to motion. Well, Mir's almost dead.
I mean, I'm okay as long as I'm at range. I can insult things.
I have to remember what these are. I don't remember what these are. Okay, I remember what these are.
He's gonna back up all the way over here, and he's gonna shoot an arrow through the curtain and hopefully try and hit something.
Okay, so the arrow, well, I guess it could. If it can go through leather armor, it could go through a leather curtain. Be about the same AC, sure. But it wouldn't go all the way through. It wouldn't, like, you couldn't shoot through it and hit something on the other side unless that something was pressed right up against it.
Maybe we should just leave the things behind the curtain alone for a bit.
But if it comes out and attacks us,
It isn't doing that. Right.
but if it
I mean, we made a lot of noise. I feel like if anything was going to come out after us, it would have done so already.
I mean, we could just leave with the stuff we have and go.
he's gonna open this curtain because he didn't hear anything behind that.
Okay. This curtain, I find there's the lighting. Boop. It's the dead bodies of all the violet funguses.
No.
It seems as if some supernatural force has stashed them there to get them out of the way. Yeah, there's nothing in that room. It's dark.
In this room?
That room, however, there is definitely something in.
Well, safe to say he's preparing his rapier in case there's anything right behind the curtain.
Yeah, Mir's
where's the
watching, so
lighting?
once that moves, if there's anything there, I want to prepare I guess a vicious mockery.
Oh, what the hell is that?
I mock it viciously.
Hold on. First, let's see if you have surprised it.
That would be an ooze. Good job.
It is some sort of ooze, yes. It is. And first, let's see if you even see it, because I'm not sure if it's even visible to you. No, it's not one of those. Okay, cool. It is definitely one that you can see. It's sort of a viscousy, blobby sort of guy. And you have surprised him, because I'm pretty sure your passive stealth is going to be higher than his passive perception. He's not really paying attention to anything.
Does that mean advantage, correct?
Or higher. No, it means he doesn't take his first turn.
Yeah, so you get a surprise round, and anybody else who would like to roll initiative should do that. But I think just Jet and Mira are...
I'm good.
I'm just Antora.
Oh, Antor, okay.
I'm just gonna let him screw himself.
Okay, so let's see. Jet pulls the curtains aside, there's something in there. He stabs it with his rapier. And it is a rapier, which is piercing. Okay, no reason.
No reason.
That will hurt it. And Tora.
Well, that. Cunning action, disengage. Bye.
Are you gonna close the curtain?
Nope.
Are we just gonna leave it?
If it
No,
comes towards
this
us,
one can move.
Look, are we going to attack this thing or not? Because I'm happy to run.
That's as far as Jet can
Jet
go,
seems
so-
to be running away.
Because he's a ranger.
I thought he was a rogue.
You're a rogue. Wait, weren't you a rogue?
Yeah,
Aren't you a
he's
rogue?
a rogue that prefers both.
So you're not a ranger, you're a rogue.
Close enough.
Well, I'm not feeling too hot at the moment.
Throw your javelin.
Anybody know anything about a javelin? It's a 1d6, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you should be able to pull it out of the compendium. Let's see. Javelin. It is a 1d6 damage. Its range is 30, 120. It's thrown. It uses your strength.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, and I need to look it up now. There it is. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Okay.
I cannot spell. That's fun.
Begins with a J.
Well, of course.
That part I got, but I got a K in there somewhere.
Of course, you're a warrior. You're not a mage.
Uh-huh. What would that have to do with my ability to spell?
It's a magic joke.
Yeah, I don't get puns.
No, because you can't cast spells.
Okay.
Mira
So
likes
you
that one, and we'll take note of it for later.
yeah, this javelin seems like really nice in your hand. Like it feels really like well balanced, and you pull your arm back and you throw it at it, and it turns into a squid as it flies through the air.
Alright, that
What?
was what I was thinking of.
And when it hits the thing, it will do 3 points of bludgeoning damage to him and turn back into a javelin.
It's a flying squid arrow! I want it back!
No, it's a squid javelin.
And it's Mira's turn.
It's a spiraling. It's a spiraling. Who's ready to scrabble?
Okay. Does this thing look like it's
Damage.
being aggressive, like coming after us, or is it just kind of
Right now it's
sitting
surprised.
there?
It has not even it hasn't done anything yet. You all just jumped into its bedroom and started stabbing it. So no, it hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of look at it and say, you look like expired mustard. Wisdom saving throw, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently, like he had a bad experience with some mustard at some point in his youth. And okay.
Apparently all I can roll is 2s for my vicious mockeries.
And it
Average.
would be his turn, but he's surprised, so it's Jet's turn now.
Shoot it.
Shooting it. Picking up my own list. Sheep.
I want my javelin back.
I'm pretty sure that you did not actually know what that is. Yes, a 13 will hit.
It turned it into a squid. That was cool, man.
Yes.
It just absorbs my arrow.
Whoop. Tora.
Tora wants her javelin back, because that was really cool. So she's going to be really dumb, and she's going to charge the thing.
Take out her action. Charge!
Give me my toy back! And she's going to whack it with her battle axe.
Okay. Battle axes are slashing, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Yes, that hits.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
It's a jelly. It's not hard to hit. It's a big puddle of jelly on the floor. You have to work to not hit it. However,
Just the first one.
in fact, you cleave it exactly in half, it seems, and now there's 2 of them.
Gosh.
Can I see my javelin?
Oh yeah, you can pick it up if you want.
I want to pick it up.
So now there's 2 small jellies.
Have fun.
And it's Mira's turn.
Really good at killing this thing.
Okay, so I see that there's now 2 of them. That's cool. I'm just gonna look at that one there and yell, your mama was a pudding pop, and your daddy regrets his life choices.
If oozes could look confused, it would be. However, what's your DC? Is it 14?
It's 12.
12.
Damn it.
That might have been a little too highbrow for it. It did not understand the words you were saying.
I think they reproduce asexually.
And now it will,
Noted.
yeah, it's like, Mom, Dad, I don't understand.
Just do condiment joke.
Glorp.
Yeah, that seemed to hit the mark. I'll do that next time. And I'm just gonna move up to, I don't know, here, I guess.
And these 2 are going to reach out and try to slap pseudopods against Tora, but only manage to get her armor. And it's Jet's turn.
Shooting it.
Okay, well, there's 2 now. Which one are you going to get?
Can you tell which one's damaged more? If
They look the same to you.
Okay. The one on the right.
Okay. That will hit. Okay. And then it's Tora's turn.
Let's stop snacking.
Sorry.
Tora is totally confused at this point, and she's going to whack the one in front of her with her battle axe again.
Okay.
It's gonna multiply.
I know, but she doesn't know that.
Now there's 2 more. And these ones are little bitty baby ones.
Oh, they don't actually reproduce. They just shrink that. They just get cut in half and then those.
Yep.
They go half until there's.
Mira. Now there's 3 of them.
Like so. They're like so.
Okay, Samira will pop around the corner, see that there's now more of them, look at, I guess, one of the little ones and say, "What do you call a singing bottle of mustard?" Celine Dijon.
Oh god.
Apparently mustard jokes really get to it.
3. Woo!
It looks as though like that there's a huge dent in this jelly now, and it looks very weak and wobbly. Oh, and it's its turn. So let's see. Here's 2 of them that get to try to slap Tora. Come on. 1, 2. And then this last one is gonna crawl through her legs because it's itty bitty and it can do that now. Pop out the other side and explain to Mira how much she hurt its feelings and attack with disadvantage. And miss. And it'll be Jet's turn.
Jet is going to yell out to Tora, saying that things are multiplying with his 13 in. He's going to speak, "Hit it with your shield!" And then he's going to shoot at the one next to Mira.
Okay. Yes, that will hit. And finally destroying the littlest one. It melts into the puddle. The leeches are disturbed. Tora!
Tora is going to hit the other little one with her shield.
Okay, yes, that will hit. And that will end that one. You just kind of put your shield down on it and step on it and it splats under your foot. And Mira.
Okay, I'm guessing, can I peek around and see this one? Like around this corner, or do I have to move?
You would need to move, yeah. Curtain's kind of in your way.
Would this be in the puddle right here?
This square would be in the puddle, but the one next to it would not.
This one? Okay, so I guess I have to run through the puddle or jump over the puddle and get to here. I will look at that one and not have any other mustard-related jokes and just yell, "You're looking a bit jaundiced."
Again, he just doesn't understand these words. It's not bothering him. So he's gonna reach out and slap Tora instead.
I relish your taste.
Oh,
God damn, that was good.
where is his pseudopod? Where is his pseudopod? There it is. And it will be Jet's turn to finish off this final jelly. Okay, that will finally miss. Wow, you found a number that misses it. Tora.
I wonder if they're easier to hit if you squish them down to size first, or if they're easier to kill. But I'm gonna whack it with my shield again.
Okay, that will hit. And that will hurt it. But it's not dead. This one's much bigger than the other ones were. Yeah. Now it's Mira's turn.
I splits their help.
Okay, I'll move have to hear and look at the thing and say,
I relish your looks.
that's a good one, but I gotta come up with my own, man. Give me a second.
Catch up to you later.
Whatever it is, it's really hurt by it.
Yes, I don't know. The man who survived mustard gas and pepper spray is now a seasoned veteran. I don't know.
Okay, 3. Alright. Alright. I don't know how he's taking psychic damage, but sure. It's his turn. And he's going to slap Tora with a pseudopod.
The better question
Still
is,
missing. Alright, I think you can finish this off, but go ahead, Jet, and roll an attack.
he rolls it off.
Oh, you found the other number that won't hit it. Tora!
Shield to yellow goo.
Oh yeah, there you go. You have, I'm sure,
Right.
yes, finished the yellow goo. The entire room is now splattered with the acidic leavings of this jelly.
Acidic.
Yeah.
It's an ooze.
Yep. If it had actually hit
Those
anybody, it would
arrows
have
you
done
shot,
acid
you're not
damage.
getting them back.
This one is a very weak acid. It only dissolves flesh. It doesn't dissolve weapons.
Oh, it's not a black pudding?
No. No. That would be much worse. Tora would be very sad if it had been a black pudding.
Yeah, Mira will just kind of walk over to Jet and give him, like, a little punch in the arm and say, stop doing things. Just stop doing things.
You punch him in the arm, he falls over.
Roll damage.
No, I do it lightly. I know he's a bit frail.
Roll damage and one put down or just a playful punch. Do it.
I'm not proficient in an unarmed strike, so it'd just be 1 damage if I managed to hit, so...
Oh yeah, did anyone take the ring off of the...
Yeah, Mira took the ring.
Okay. By about now, you'll notice that the teeth on it are white.
What?
It has teeth?
The toothy ring?
Not the goo ring. Teeth.
Oh yeah, not the goo ring, the toothy ring.
No. Okay, I took the goo ring that was like maybe kind of magic-y.
Yeah. Now that one's just shiny and pretty. It's kind of got like iridescent rainbowy goo on it. Like an oil slick. Did
I'll
anyone...
have the tooth ring.
Okay.
I'll be looking at it.
At this point, you've just noticed that the teeth are white now.
Are Willie's teeth green?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't brush. That's up to him, though. They will not have changed color in the last 15 minutes, though.
Well,
I'm gonna be studying this blowing.
alright, let's leave with our riches and go before we die.
Yeah, let's do
There's an idea.
Wait, no, don't go off. Don't get together so the GM can not have it.
Yeah, we don't need to walk all the way through if we're just gonna
Yeah.
leave.
Okay. I'm gonna put you all in this pile. Who am I missing?
Mira!
Okay, where are you? There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 5.
She got a bark skin.
Falarian is still
Falarian's still in the mushrooms. There we go. Oops, now I've just brought the mushrooms instead of Falarian. Hold on, let me try that again. There we go. You come back.
The mushrooms did better than he did.
I did
so-
mention that you all got covered in spores. I'm sure that's fine though.
I was not there. And neither
Yeah. Because Mira stayed back a bit. She didn't go into the corridor.
Yep. So, Mira and Willie. One second.
Aura is totally covered in spores.
And let me put me on this page. So, oh yeah, I forgot to take the thing down because you're coming back much later the next day. The market is down. The games are down. People are back to their regular business. You stagger into town. Well, I don't know. Do you want to camp or do you want to go straight back?
There are 2 of us.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Let me just get rid of old you guys. Boop. New you guys are here now. So yeah, basically, did you want to go straight back to town or did you want to camp first and come back after a long rest?
Let's camp first and then long rest. Because
Okay.
trying to carry all this stuff not gonna be good. Oh, no, you have a bag of holding, right?
He had
Yeah.
he was getting yelled at.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So, we're back.
Okay. So yeah, so the festival is over. People are happy to see you. The druids are interested in your tales. A little worried that a dragon set up so close, but they're happy that you have chased it away. Um, and by, let's see, so if you're taking a long rest and then you're walking back, it's probably dinner time when you get back. Just for keeping that straight. Oh yeah, I need to add days for how many days it's been. So that I don't make it...
I'm still unconscious.
No, you got a healing. Oh, no, you didn't get a healing drought. You got No, after your rest, you'll be at 1 hit point unconscious. And then you take your long rest, and then you're at full hit points again.
I will add the money to the player. What's it called? Party
Bank.
Yep.
which were 302 gold.
And, oh, so that stick, the carved stick, Willie could know something about it, possibly, if he would like to
I
do...
could just like ritual cast identify on everything that there's
Oh.
questions on.
Yeah, you could. So yeah, well, let's assume that you did that. Although the stick, you in particular, you would just know about it. It's you know someone back in Six Stones who's done research on this kind of lizard man artifact thing, and they'll pay you 25 gold for it. So if you'd like to sell that, it's worth 25 gold pieces. The dagger blade is the blade of a +1 dagger. You'd need to get it repaired, but it could become a +1 dagger if somebody wanted to get that fixed. You just need to pay the price of like a regular dagger, and then that would be the cost of repairing it to make a +1 dagger there. The ring is a one-time use item. When you put it on, the oil will cover you and give you a +1 AC until your next long rest. The Troll's Claw is also a one-use item. Oh wow, yeah, I'm just gonna paste this one in the chat. I'm gonna paste all of them in the chat. There we go.
66 fire damage.
Yep. And it will itself be consumed by the flame, but it is a one-time use item.
What's the DC on a fireball?
The DC is the DC of the caster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is the damage on a fireball?
8d6.
8d6.
Yep.
Okay. Just for comparison.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Although it's much smaller. It's like a little baby fireball. Little baby one-time fireball.
This is more like a strong burning hands.
Or supercharged burning hands.
Yeah.
I like how it's a troll's claw.
So are we gonna sell the carved stick?
What about my javelin?
Oh, and your javelin, it's just a javelin. It doesn't have a plus or anything, although it is, like if something can only be damaged by magical, it counts for that. It is magical. But yeah, it turns into a squid and does bludgeoning damage instead of piercing. And then after it does that, it turns back into a javelin. That's its power.
That's a great power.
I haven't really thought very deeply about who made it or why. But the lizard folk really liked it.
Tora loves it.
So we're selling the carved stick, right? The one that's worth 25 gold.
Does anyone have objections to selling your carved stick?
No.
No.
Okay.
I do.
So, yeah, Willie can take care of that, and the woman that has been researching lizard folk religion is very happy to see it. So she'll be, if you have any questions about lizard folk or stuff, she would be happy to answer them for you.
Okay.
She's a friend of yours now.
So, recap on what the party has: the troll claw, the ring, the blade of a +1 dagger, the 4 sun sticks.
Oh, and the toothy ring. I forgot about that one. Hold on, let me
Yes, choosy ring.
post what that is. Hang on.
4 copper pieces, 16 silver pieces, 800 and Wait, not 16. 6 silver pieces. And 818 gold pieces.
Okay, so when you identify the toothy ring, you discover that it now has this description copied from the GM notes on it.
That's pretty cool. Also, is that a real picture of an actual ring with teeth in it?
I believe it is, yes.
The worst. Ew.
Yeah, you know how you shouldn't Google things that you don't want to know about? I Googled tooth ring, and that was not the worst one that I found. That was one of the less upsetting ones.
Oh god, no.
Apparently, this is a thing that people do. Yeah, no, they do. Like, people who know dentists, they do this thing. They think it is art. I don't know. What's wrong with them? Some of them have, like, little jewels set into the teeth. Like, that was another one that I thought about using, but then I just thought this one looked more lizard-folky, so I went with this one.
So, real talk, I have, like, recurring nightmares about losing all of my teeth, and I'm definitely going to have a night of those horrible nightmares now because of seeing that picture. So thank you, PM.
Sorry. Don't Google tooth suit. Never Google tooth suit. That one's worse.
Sorry, jewel talk. Lizard people have jewels.
Yep.
Heads, right? There was another one.
There was another one, and he actually gets special jewels in his. So
there were the 2 flying lizards, the flying ones too. Did we get those?
They were kobolds.
Okay.
Those ones are kobolds. Let's see. I think I'll just do it this way. Nope. Let's see. I'm trying to get a thing to generate his ones because he has more valuable ones. He was an impressive, important guy, but it will not tell me. I can't get it. Oh well. Ah, here we go. Nope. Ah, here we go. Okay, here's his. This is what I needed. And you don't have to keep track of what the gems actually are, but that's how they're generated, so that's how you're going to get them. There you go.
And I'm assuming you'll gather up all the XP and then post it in the chat.
Yeah, it's going to take me a minute to go through all that, because I was not... Usually I keep up on it, but everyone was like, you know what? We don't want to wait. We want to trigger all of the combats at once. We don't want them spread out. We want to fight all the monsters at one time. So I fell a little behind there.
Is your goal basically to make sure we never have to worry about money again?
No, you're just hitting some really...
1,268 gold.
Yeah, for 7 people. 6 people now.
Still a lot of money.
That's still... if you want, I can help you just go through all the things that there was. 3 lizard men, a shaman, cobalt scale sorcerer, 2 winged kobolds,
2 giant lizards,
4 funguses, an ooze.
Okay, let's see. Oh, and I have
3
these
shades.
guys from last week.
3
Yeah.
shades.
Shadows.
2 cockroaches. Cockroaches.
Cockatrices.
Cockroaches eye?
Cockatrices.
Yeah.
There was also the cobalt shaman and the 2 kobolds with him.
Yep.
Oh, the tinkerer and then the 2 alchemists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The ones from last week are already on the list. Yeah.
Okay.
I got those. It's the ones from this week that I got to put on.
Alright, well, if that's today's session, it was very productive.
Do I get
Nobody
XP
died.
doing all the math?
Yes.
Money math?
Yes. You get XP for math. Mira gets music XP. Lyrical XP. I think that's everything that everyone did this week. Oops. Wait, no, you're not getting XP for killing Euros. That's not one that I need to know about. Well, the way I do it is I open up their sheets, and then I copy down how much XP they're worth. So, I'm just clicking on tokens on this page, and the first one I click on is Euros, and I'm like, nope, not actually that one.
Get EXP for saving the I don't know, I forgot. The druid. He saved the druid like 3 times over in a row. I thought that was
I saved like freaking many people over, and I saved like 2 or 3 people over.
I probably saved a lot of people just by sheer tenacity and constitution.
I burned all of my scrolls. All of them are gone.
Okay, we have 1,002. Wait, we have 1,018 gold. We can make more.
That's true.
Need time to do it though. I'll be honest, it only takes a day to do it, so.
Yeah. Oh, when are we gonna have our next downtime? Wondering.
That's a good question. That's kind of up to you guys. If you want to hang around Tenwives, or hang around Crystal City, and keep working your guard jobs, or try to find other jobs here, probably we'll want to have another session before some downtime. But if you want to go back to the city and try to find something else, you might want to take some downtime now before you do those things.
I feel like we should stay around here for a bit because, you know, there is a dragon around somewhere, so maybe we should investigate that farther.
From dragon hunters?
And we've already started into the next month, so we might as well finish out the month if anything.
Yeah. We'll at least finish. We'll finish this month, and then.
Alright, we won't leave this. We won't leave this town until that dragon is dead.
Wait, we leveled up. I know for a fact we leveled up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure we did because I believe the Cobalt Shaman's worth 450.
I mean, what is it? Level 3, I think it's what, 900? So, I don't know.
We're at 511, sir.
A few people. Huh?
Well, I'm at 511. I don't know what you're at.
I'm at 555.
Let's see. Cockatrices are worth 100. And, oh right, the inventor, he's worth that. And where is my scale sorcerer? He is hiding.
I just made sounds.
Yeah, we heard.
200. And the lizard folk shaman.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So many lizard men.
We killed all the things.
Oops.
Valerian made sure. Not Valerian.
Tora.
Kadget made sure we killed all the things.
And
Kadjet?
one.
Did we get the mushrooms?
Oh yeah, and the mushrooms. Can't forget those. Let's see. They are worth 50
And the
each.
jelly.
Wow, those mushrooms are worth as much as a kobold is.
Wow.
And the jelly. Don't forget the jelly.
I'm actually not surprised. Those things were kind of named.
I don't know. I
Jelly.
think only 3 of us get experience for the jelly.
Yeah.
No,
I am not going to sort it out. I have a spreadsheet that does this for me. I am not doing it manually. 450. Oh wow, that jelly is worth a lot too. All right, so
And the familiar.
he's worth 0 XP. In fact,
Yeah.
What worth 0?
the lizard.
Familiar.
Lizard
What about
familiar?
the leech?
666. That's a trap. That's not a.
It was still a pipe thing that he stabbed.
Nice try.
567 XP. That much is how much you get.
Nice.
That is 2 levels. Is it not?
No, no.
It's 1 level. Unless you're at level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I get 10% of that, which is 56.7.
Yep.
Alright, level 4 is 2,700, gentlemen and ladies.
So level 3, starting to get interesting.
What's 10% of that?
10% of what?
Of 560.
567? 56?
Yeah.
I get 2nd level spells.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 623 for those of you that get 10%.
Yeah.
1,170.
Ooh, I need to make some decisions.
You can also do like this. 5, 6, 7 times 1.1. See? You can do math rolls.
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
just have my calculator sitting here, so that helps.
Yeah, I guess that works too.
Everybody, this is where the journey begins, where we won't be leveling up every other set.
Well, yeah, but you want to level up quickly in the first couple of levels because they're boring.
They're just warm-up levels.
Yeah.
Now it's
don't say that. That's scary for you.
No, no. Like, really, that was not that bad. Like, that cave would have been fine, except that you were like, hey, let's trigger all the combats at once. Like, if you'd taken them sequentially, it wouldn't have been quite so terrible. I promise it wasn't.
It's actually a normal fight for me.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a little bit crazy.
That too.
I mean, I have fun, but I always have fun, so, you know. But I'm not trying to kill you, I promise.
Sure you are. I get spells!
Whoa, hey, careful.
Sorry, I get spells. I get spells now. Yay. Finally freaking get spells.
I might be back next week with an entirely new character. We'll see.
Okay.
Who's ready for the artifactor to actually have spells?
I mean, I'm here, so I don't really care.
Pick up cure wounds, please. I think we could use that.
I don't know if I get cure wounds. I don't.
No. Oh, do you?
Oh, I do get cure wounds.
Nice. Then there'll be like 2 of us that can do it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go College of Valor since I have a decent strength score and we have like another full caster.
Oh.
That sounds like a good idea. That'll be fun.
I cure wounds. Building it. Cure wounds. Sky self. Jump along.
I think I'm gonna go Battle Master just because it'll be fun.
Don't worry, guys. I just get a bunch of utility spells. I can just get you. Of course, don't get flying. 13.
Ooh, I get medium armor and shields. Do we have any of those things in our horde of stuff?
I'm sure we do. If not, oh wait, we have the no, that's not there.
Yeah, weirdly you don't.
We have money.
You do have lots of money, yes.
Wait, so those lizard folk had those toothy shields. Can I say that I picked one of those up?
They're very, very small.
No, lizard folk are medium.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're the same size as us.
They're gator people.
Oh, and a spiked shield too. That could be cool.
If you
Would I
forget,
be able
they look
to-
like that.
Could I take one of the spiked shields from the lizard folk that we murderized?
Ooh, I get this.
Sure.
Get.
So,
Smoke stick.
here's an interesting thought. Shall I get enlarge, reduce, and then enlarge Torah?
That's not terrifying. Oh wait, yes it is.
So should I get a thunderstone or a tanglefoot bag or a swift step route? The drought.
Tanglefoot.
Tanglefoot bag basically makes difficult terrain for a minute. Thunderstone.
You be the controller.
So thunderstone. Got it.
No, Tanglefoot.
But
Thunderstone only pushes away.
Huh?
Thunderstone only pushes 10 feet. That's it. Tanglefoot, if you make difficult terrain, that's less movement they have. And in certain situations, can be very helpful. And it's not concentration.
So the spiked shield, if you want to take one of those, it's a shieldy shield, just a regular old shield. You would not be proficient in it. You'd have to learn shield to be able to make attacks with it, like the lizard folk were doing.
I have, if I go Valor Bard, I become proficient in medium armor and shields.
You can use the shield as a shield, but to use the shield as a weapon, like they were doing, they were attacking you with them, then that's different. That's a special weapon proficiency.
Okay, fair enough.
But you can have a shield with a spike on it. There's no reason not to.
Sweet.
And if you ever do somehow figure out how to use it, it's a d6 damage.
Okay, cool. Would I be able to... Do we have any medium armor in our... I don't think we do. Would I be able to purchase it?
Unfortunately, the market just left town, but you can get back to 6 stones. It's not too hard. It'll just take you a couple of days.
Okay.
So we'll say, and in fact, we'll give you well, you'll have 1 day of downtime between this session and the next session, because, you all get back late, you're going to rest up, you're going to, tell the town that you saved them from the horrible dragon menace and maybe mention the fact that the dragon's still alive. I don't know. Could think about that.
Yeah, we didn't see the.
Okay.
We didn't see it. So.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be someone making dragon noises. It could be someone talking in a kobold talking in a growly dragon voice.
Oh, here we go. I can't believe I almost missed this. I'm taking Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. The ground fist.
Earth fist.
I'll hold people in place and crush them.
Squeesh.
So, I also... What else did I get? I got Sing and... Oh, yeah, spells. Now I have to think about spells. Luckily, I have no attack spells, so I don't actually have manage. Does that save me?
Oh yeah. What are Willie's parents? Because I think one thing I may or may not have mentioned is that genetics are kind of iffy. Part of the reason that everybody is legally a human is that all the weird little races that aren't elves, dwarves, whatever, they can all breed together, and what you get is kind of random. So, if like if a tabaxi and a tiefling have a baby, it could be a Goliath. So, what are Willie's parents racially or subracially? So they'd have to be some type of human.
Let's go. I have to think about that one.
Okay,
I'll get back to you.
that's cool. Well, think about it, because I need to know that for no reason.
Yeah, no,
Just,
no reason at all.
asking for your... I'm asking about your family. That's a thing that people do, that's small
People
talk.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were your parents human? Were they Goliaths? What do they do for a living? Well, I know what they do or did for a living.
They were adventurers.
Yeah.
Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
I think my best chance.
I mean, you haven't died yet.
Yeah. I think it's honestly to do what Tora does and just get something that's got a high AC and just get in everything's face. Because this low AC is threatening.
I'll keep this alive, and the reason I keep saving your characters is just because I want to keep your character alive as long as possible. Just because. I don't know. Why not?
Well, y'all have a little money for some armor now.
A little. Quote unquote, a little money.
I mean, 1,000 gold really isn't that much for 6 people at 3rd level.
It's still a lot of money.
It is. Certainly a lot more than you have had in your previous lives. But you have expenses. You got scrolls. You got.
I think my buddy got the Xanthar's Guide to Everything.
What? It's only October 16th.
Well, he just
It is October.
copy pasted.
They've been posting up excerpts of it.
No, but he posted up like the index.
Oh yeah, they put that up. That's
Okay.
that's the fundraiser they're doing now. Like when they hit certain tiers, they're posting pages out of Xanathar's.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I didn't know that. Cool. I'm so glad they kept in the zealot